or a hot dog thing going
Okay,
on.
everybody pretend like you weren't just talking about chewing milk.
Okay.
Is that what we were talking about?
No.
I don't remember talking about that.
No, we are talking about D&D.
DM, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you talking about that? That's so weird.
Recap roll. Go. 3. Shab, that's you.
That's me, isn't it? Yeah. All
Woo!
right.
Congrats, Shab! Woo!
All right.
Yeah, you win.
Let me give her a good ponder here, because
Please remember.
it's been a long week.
Please.
So, last session we left. Did we leave Patterdemos last session technically, or were we
I think
already
we
on the
started
road?
already on the
No, yeah,
path
we had
and
spent it.
yeah.
We had spent a night on the road, right? Or we ended on the road.
You were sleeping at
It was
the
our
start of the last session.
Right, and then in the middle of the night, we got attacked by these like malformed humanoid-looking things. We aren't really sure
yep.
what they are. As of
Everyone wants
yet.
to call them fools. It's a silly name, but
I don't know that
process-
anyone particularly identified them. But sorry, go on.
Yeah, in the process of the conflict, there was a betrayal of trust, a conflict in the party as well as the conflict itself.
A conflict.
And that we spent a lot of time role playing, and the outcome of Zephylos striking a friendly target to try to increase his own damage. Essentially, it was a calculated risk that clearly was miscalculated because he nearly crit. Didn't you like roll a 17 and a 19 at disadvantage or something?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He
My lowest
literally
roll
laid
was
on
like
the
a 16 on the dice. Yeah.
He literally laid on the ground to throw a spell just to purposely get bad hit, and he then still rolled.
And then you rolled really high damage too, didn't you?
Yeah, I
You
it was a level
nearly,
1 spell, but it really didn't feel like it.
You really did crit and nearly crit damage too, but that obviously I don't think anyone liked that, honestly. So we talked about that a little bit last session, and Khan spent some time meditating. Daisha was a bit quiet by the campfire, and we had a nice little heart-to-heart the next morning. And then we found that mysterious tower that Zephylos said was connected to his mysterious origin, and Khan wasn't interested until he realized it. Remember that it might be connected to why they're there. But Khan realized it. That's why he chose to do it.
Only Khan.
Why is
Only
Striggy
Khan.
asking if that is a goat?
Answer the bird GM.
It's Bob.
Oh, nice.
Do we know him?
I'll
Do we know
rename it
Bob?
to Bob.
Do we know
I don't
Bob?
know. I feel like we've had Bob like pass by us, but I don't think he's ever really stuck around.
Insight check. Is Bob secretly Vance from Claws?
Oh shit.
What?
Answer the man.
I don't know what you just said.
Answer him, DM.
Vance
We don't
from
care
Claws.
if you didn't hear.
From the A to my request. Is he Vanstrom?
Yeah, insight of 18
Oh,
GM.
Vanstrom.
Is
okay.
is Bob secretly Vance from Claws?
I kind of like that idea now. I will not answer your question. No, I'm kidding. That'd be pretty funny.
It's like Harry Potter. He's just been with us the whole time. It turns out he's actually
Yeah, this is like the Peter Pettigrew of this campaign.
And he's a full-grown man watching a child change clothes.
No, I mean he looks like.
All right.
Yeah, Bob does look pretty old for his age, if you ask me.
Anyhow,
Katie.
you see before you the crumbling and old fortress, dimly lit by the sun behind the gray clouds.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance has just a simple-looking portcullis, flanked by 2 large statues of winged demon-like creatures.
Yeah, didn't we? I grabbed moss earlier and I put it on Dermo. Did I not?
Yes, you did. You grabbed some moss. from
It's
the
coming
building
back to me.
and
Yeah, it's
put
usually how it
on his
goes.
back.
the recap's usually garbage, and then as we get back into it, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think I casted Mage Armor on myself, and
Dude, this is the second session in a row you said cast it.
oh, fuck me. I don't know how to speak English, dude. What am I, an English major? I was. But yeah, I performed the arcane ritual of Mage Armor, and it was on Dermo and myself, and then I arcane recovered to get spell slots back.
And that's when we were at the door, right? Like, ready to go in.
Yeah, I think we put on our buffs, and like now we're where the map is, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are where this map is.
Oh, is this a Slayer Tower? This is so interesting. Gargoyles.
Hmm.
No, this couldn't
Do
be
these
the
statues, DM? Do these statues? I mean, I'd walk up to them, but it's like pause. I would have already been up there when I grabbed the moss.
Yeah.
Do the statues look like? I mean, not like normal statues. They look like moist or like as mossy as the wall. Like, is there any contrast to them at all when I walk up to grab that moss? Nothing obviously attacked me when I grabbed it, but I would have glanced at them when I went up.
Make do I want to make you check? No, I guess it would be
Have him do a moist check.
somewhat obvious. So, you take a close look at the statues, and you notice, interestingly, there is quite a bit of the moss growing near the lower sort of half of the statues, but it doesn't like go all the way up them.
Yeah, I'm gathering what you're saying. I would not pick up on that, and I would go back to the party and attach the moss.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, though. So, Magic Man, get us inside.
Is he putting the moss on my back currently?
Yeah, I'm like spiking the moss with your spike. Like I'm spiking it down. I'm impaling the moss with it.
Absolutely, yeah. All right.
Like I
What
want it
color
to
is
start growing on you because I think it's kind of neat.
Is it a light green or a dark green?
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of moss was it?
It's pretty dark color.
Okay, perfect. That's what I want. Yeah.
Is it closer to like a gray than a green or what? Like a Spanish moss? What are we talking?
Not quite gray. It's pretty green but dark.
Cool.
Okay. I'll go up to the portcullis and see if there's any lever or something that would trigger it to open.
It doesn't look like there's a lever on this side. No.
Does it look like there's a lever on the other side?
Not from what you can see. But your viewing angle here is poor because of the wall.
Right. Let me just move.
Could I walk up and inspect the gargoyles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna squint at that graffiti that I just
I'm gonna look
noticed.
at this one right here. I'm gonna look at the right one.
Which graffiti?
That graffiti.
Wait, you can see that?
I can see that.
I
How
can't
can
see
you
that.
see that?
My line of sight goes along.
He's all the way. He's
Oh,
inside the
you're looking
wall, I
through
think.
Striggy. Okay.
Oh, I mean, Striggy is beside me, so I think that widens my field of view.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I move myself again? I think I messed up. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
so I'm gonna inspect this this gargoyle and see if it looks weird to me.
Like, what are you looking for exactly?
I don't know. It just I don't think I've ever seen a gargoyle or what I don't know what to call it, but my character doesn't know what to call it, but I know it's a gargoyle. So I'm
Right.
inspecting it kind of quizzically.
Yeah, you, let me see here.
You know what Khan would have been looking for? Like, the contrast is one thing, but he would have said, "Is this a directly Zamorakian thing?" When he looked at it, because there's been a lot of weird statues, and they've all.
So
He
it looks
that.
it looks kind of like a demon. Have you guys encountered any demons yet?
I don't think so.
No,
Well, the
not
vampire
yet.
is the most demonic that we can come
Vampires
across.
pretty much exclusively, and cultists.
Okay. Okay.
I've probably
Um,
studied demons, but and
Yeah.
maybe
haven't
through my
encountered
my
any yet.
visions, I may have seen some, but like
Yeah,
not in
so-
real life.
You may,
Demonologist.
some of you, if you had not studied them, may have heard like tales or like really vague and varying descriptions
No.
of demons. That being that some of them have like a humanoid form, but they have kind of animal-like features like hooves or horns and stuff like that. And this very much looks like that. Its body features are kind of chunky, not like in a metaphorical sense, but like in a literal sense.
Like
it's
low poly count.
yeah, like that, but not because RuneScape, and that's funny, but because its body is sort of jagged and almost rocky in shape, as if it's depicting something that is also made of rock.
What's this
Um,
door look like?
Statue of a gargoyle.
As
Crazy.
Zeppelin- As Zephylos goes up to this door, like, what's it look like?
It's a portcullis. So,
cool.
thick, mostly vertical metal bars.
So since Striggy can see it and probably can relay information to me, I'll look back to the others and say, this place is probably dangerous. It seems like it's been vandalized by Zamorakians.
Oh boy. Now Khan has to care.
Yes. Good.
No, from what I can see through Striggy's eyes, there's Zamorakian graffiti and unholy symbols drawn into the floors of this once sacred place.
Like the ones we saw in the temple?
Similar, yes. But more bold.
Khan will give you like a look of disapproval to it being more Zamorakians.
I don't think I've shared this information, but Zamorak was the one who thundered my people's culture, and is the reason why my people's culture is no longer known amongst the common populace. So this is a great sign of disrespect.
This is something we understand, and I'll like kind of look over to Deishu.
Do you want to try the lockpick on this? Actually, you know what? Hey, Dormo,
Yeah.
give me a hand. I want to try lifting this portcullis with you.
DM,
Yeah.
what is this made of? Do I recognize the material it's made of?
The portcullis.
Yeah,
It's metal.
just metal. I don't know what type.
Probably iron.
Could
Just
I
by
lay
looking
my
at it.
hand on it and produce flame to try and melt it?
A cantrip like Produce Flame is not going to be hot enough to melt iron, even if you did it like basically
I don't-
forever.
Well, I don't know that.
True.
Well, I'm gonna
You're welcome to try it.
You want to run out
try.
fire
Alright,
runes?
Let me try it just so I can learn that it doesn't work, and then we can move on. So
Sure.
I'll lay my hand on it with a flame and put it up against it, trying to get it to either melt or ignite or something like that. And after about a minute or so, I'd realized that it wasn't getting anywhere.
Yeah, after a minute, it hasn't even like vaguely begun to like change color. It has gotten hot,
Must be
but you're not even close
very
to
strong metal.
getting it to becoming malleable.
Okay.
Yes, it seems very sturdy. This seems like a fortress of sorts. It's probably militant in nature. It was probably built to withhold sieges.
So it probably has an armory.
Possibly. I don't know. I do know that the people of this culture practice the same magics I wield, so I'm hoping that maybe there'll be some scholarly reserves here.
If the Zamorakians came here, they probably looted the weapons first.
Right. But I'm hoping they'll be too brutish to have taken the more arcane of things. Maybe it'd be out of their scope.
Do you want to follow the tracks of where we know they might have gone? Do you think they would have gone over there?
To where I see the graffiti?
You're talking about the Arcana thing, right?
Well, I'm saying that Zephylos is just saying that he hopes he finds something magical in here.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But and he's hoping that he's pretty much saying, Zamorakians are dumb. Maybe they took the weapons because ooh shiny, but left the scrolls behind, right?
Yeah, I got you.
But he looks at you, Kana. He's like, can you try to lift the portcullis? I don't see any mechanism to open it.
Con will slowly walk up, kind of feeling around in his bag for his lockpick set.
Oh no.
And the game's paused, yeah.
It is?
Yes, sir.
It isn't.
Shouldn't be.
Oh wait, now it is. Now it is.
I just paused and unpaused it. To be okay now.
And I'm going to go ahead and do my lockpick check here.
Okay. With a 14, you spend a good 2 or 3 minutes just slamming the crap out of
actually, this is exactly what Con needs.
Iron bars. Here, it makes a lot of noise, but you only just marginally bend 1 or 2 of the bars, not nearly enough to get anybody through.
So as he realized, I would have said about halfway through, as he realized there was a chance to kind of bash something, which is kind of what Con needed right now to kind of unload some of this pent-up rage. He will rage while he does that. Trying to do a couple hits in. He's going to rage in the process of trying to lockpick. And I'll ask this just from your perspective. Would that provoke an advantage on the lockpick?
It's a strength check, so yes, it would.
Okay. Yeah, it would have made him angry because he's been looking for a reason to bash something all morning.
Right.
And he hasn't really talked to Zephylos outside of just directly mission-related stuff. He hasn't really... I don't think he didn't talk to you at all about kind of what happened last night, right? Zephylos, Dermo kind of middleman what he had to say to you, and then he talked to Deishu exclusively.
Pretty much the entire
Zephylos has been giving space. He hasn't approached the topic.
So, but he hasn't really had any quarrel with work-related stuff like this. He's just not being overly pleasant. But he would rage. Someone go ahead and roll that again. Like lock-picking set, 16.
Nice.
Yeah, with a 23, you can bend the bars enough to get the largest of your party members through.
Yeah, and as he kind of finishes up the lock picking there, you kind of hear him with the last couple bashes, just bring us to this world and take away what things I love. You split up my tribe. He's just bashing away. You hear him like this all the last couple things that have really been on his mind. You hear him just kind of like in Garahan, by the way, just shouting. So probably only Deishu would understand what's going on, but everyone else would get the context of what's happening, but not what he's saying.
Khan's angry foreign language yelling has actually kind of given Zephylos an idea.
Oh yeah.
He looks at the hole, and he looks at the portcullis, and in Infernal, which is what I assume would be like one of the main languages in Zaros' time, because he learned language from the demons. He'll say, "Open."
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Damn. Could you imagine if that worked? Then it would have been cool. Now it's just really awkward.
Would have been cool.
If only the DM was cool.
Well, the door is now passable.
Ajar.
The portcullis.
All right. I'm going to find a nice safe place, and by safe, I literally mean anywhere that there is not direct line of sight from the road that we came from. I see that it's pretty straight here, but if there's like bushes or something that's not drawn, I'd like to find that. To put Bob in and let him know to stay, and I would give him some food to hold him over.
Yeah, there's a good amount of foliage outside. Mostly like marshy reeds and such. You could plop him into a little
I'm gonna put him in a nice area with a decent amount of food and ask him to stay while we go inside.
I'll learn rope trick so that we can have low pocket dimension for Bob whenever we get into danger.
Just for Bob.
That'd be very helpful.
That'd be awesome.
Just like I make the rift in the sky with the rope coming down from it,
can he
and we just toss him
figure
up.
out how to come down? Or do you have to just wait it out?
No, we have to climb up there and then bring him down with us. It's like a little tree house for Bob.
A tree house for Bob. I like it. Okay. But yeah, that's just a little flavoring. But yeah, my buddy is safe.
You mean
hold on.
You mean a Bob house for Treeborn? Okay, go ahead.
Everyone roll psychic damage, of course.
Okay, shall we move forward?
Yeah.
I'll kind of put my hand out to gesture after you, kind of.
Alright, Zephylos, you pass through first. And as you pass through the bent section of the bars, placing your hand on one of the bars briefly to step through, the portcullis begins to move on its own. Now that you've touched it, can you make a dex save?
Yeah, I'll certainly try.
Okay, so the portcullis, as soon as you touch it and you're like passing through, it starts to come up relatively quickly, just seemingly moving by itself.
Right in the nuts.
As you've got your foot on one of the horizontal bars at the bottom. And so for a brief moment, it threatens to crush you in the little niche that it goes up into, but you jump out of the way quickly enough. As the portcullis comes up, you also see the statues over by the front, by the stairs, just kind of turn their heads over toward you, and just look at the group of you there as you pass through the doorway for about 2 seconds, and then turn back and go back to being motionless.
Yo, they just judged the shit out of you for fucking that up.
Well, I didn't get Final Destination in half, so
Could you imagine
pretty
that's how you
alright.
just fucking...
You didn't get chopped in half by the elevator.
Oh, dude, I am just so sad right now. I just accidentally put all my Arbuck seeds into my goddamn pen.
Oh, my mans.
I needed those.
Not Arbuck seeds.
Yeah, I had to go kill dinosaurs.
Wait, are you feeding Bob at your player-owned farm?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your face when he's actually role-playing his character in-game as we play, and he has a sheep at his player-owned farm named Bob that he just...
Is there an Erut transmog ring? Because there should be now.
There's a Gobi transmog item, and that's all he needs.
You know, it's hilarious. It's actually have an Erut task right now, so you know.
Do you know how to get the in-game Gobi mask item? It's kind of like an Easter egg item.
You have to like talk to certain people with certain items on you.
No, that's a different chain thing. That's cool. There's a couple of those. No, you have to world hop till you find a Gobi in Mazcab that's named Shawnee.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have
the Shawnee Gobi.
Yeah, you have to say happy birthday to him.
Huh.
Because that's a giant in-community joke, so they added that kind of in honor of him when he left, I think.
They did that with SparkMac too. I don't know what it is with wishing people happy birthdays when it's not their birthday. It's like hilarious to people.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a silly thing, and he's like, he always got a rise out of that. So they added it to some of the game, but yeah, you can get it, and it'll turn you into a random Gobi for like a minute, and there's no cooldown on it, so you can just change to the Gobi you want.
That's so awesome. I'll have to grab that
cool.
sometime.
Took me like 15 minutes of world hopping to get it on my hardcore because like it's low RNG name. I think maybe I just had bad luck.
Hey, Dayshow, you gonna join us?
I'm with
Yeah.
Daishu. I'm staying near him. Except for the
There we go.
lockpick thing. Yeah, I'm waiting by the portcullis till he comes up.
The-
Now that I've seen that the statues don't do anything.
Oh, by the way, I'm testing out some new map features with this map. I
Okay.
made this
We're
map,
about
by
to
the way.
die.
Okay.
One of the features that I added was overhanging tiles, so you'll notice that the tiles like in the doorway, like this one and this one, and Danny's kind of close to this one over here. When you get close to them, they like sort of fade away. It's because they're over your head and they're just there for visual effect.
Are you using levels
Um,
with overhead panels?
levels?
It's a mod. It's pretty nice.
No. I think this is for just from the baseline
Yeah, they added that in
stuff
version 9.
that they added. Yeah, it's from version 9.
When did that come out? I might be on 0.89 still.
Several months ago, I think.
I'm about to look.
I'll check.
Also, inside the fortress is unlit.
Oh,
I have my purple light coming from my Wolfbane dagger.
You have
I
purple
will-
light on it?
Yeah, I have the light spell, and it's always purple.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you remember how to toggle your torch light thing? Button?
Sure, but like it looks really well lit in here, so
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
because you have the owl, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the owl because when I only have my token selected,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Okay. We're
it's
gonna
dark as hell.
let me. Yeah. There you go. And then we can change the color to be purple, but not too purple because that's gonna be annoying. Color intensity like 1/4. Oh, oh, that's too much. That is too purple. Like 0.1 is good. Yeah, that's better.
Look at that. That's pretty.
Purple.
It's like when you get your first RGB strip in your room and you try out every color.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I what's it called? That's my light source that I'm using.
Okay.
You are
I
so
would,
far up
um,
Zaros's ass.
Are we still
Oh.
in this entranceway?
Light is also 40 feet, not 60. Let's see. We'll do this.
Oh, just so you guys
Okay.
know, I am role playing in game as well. I am currently in the Slayer Tower.
Oh, excellent.
Axe. Can you tell us what's in the room
Sure,
to
you
the
got
left
your
of us?
earmuffs.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so in the left room where we're at is Crawling Hands.
Oh
Yeah,
shit. Oh
that's-
no.
Spoilers.
Oh no.
Spoilers.
They're figuring it out.
But yeah, actually, I'd like to inspect this graffiti to see if it's
Yeah.
just graffiti or if it has an arcane purpose.
An excellent question. Make an Arcana check. Oh
I'm
god,
so good at this.
who has the metal die noise? I hate it.
Cephalos.
I heard that. It's terrible. Let's see. With a 9, it kind of looks like vaguely like some sort of magical inscriptions you've seen, but you're not sure if it is or if it's not or what it might do.
You know what I can do, actually, and y'all made fun of me for this. I want to
Uh-oh.
ritually cast Identify on it.
Ooh. Okay.
So we have 10 minutes
All
now,
right.
DM.
Yeah. Now you gotta wait 10 minutes.
All right, I wanna explore a little bit with Daishu, just kind of the entrance area, see what we're looking at while he's doing that. What else is going on? in
Oh
here.
yeah. Let me unpause. Go ahead.
Buddy,
Move
you
to where
literally
you'd
just said
like.
it.
I'll
You're
also,
looking
as we
at the
enter
entranceway.
in, I'll offer back Daishu's goggles to him, to see if he wants to use them.
I'll wave them off. No, you,
All right,
you
I
get
won't fight him on it, and I'll say, should we go in and see what we can see?
I'll nod.
Within safe distance of the exit, yes.
Nod.
And I'll pull out my lance and like keep it at the low ready. I wouldn't say we're gonna like walk back to back, but we're nearly shoulder and shoulder. Is that fair, Daishu?
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to like roam, maybe come in and button hook to the right and just hug the wall within eye shot of Zephylos and Dermo. And I will tell Dermo, I'm saying, we're going to look around in this vicinity. Like, keep an eye on us.
I will stand in the doorway, exactly where I am, and watch both Zephylos and the boys to make sure nothing's creeping up on either of them.
And
while
my
they're
rage
paying
has
attention to what they're looking
dropped.
Um, by now,
Does the
probably.
Yeah, so
particulars
that
close
was
behind
a
us?
statement. My rage has dropped. So as I come up to tell Dermo what I'm telling him, like, hey, we'll keep an eye on us, I'm going to like put my hand on his arm, like upper arm, and like that will be my blessing and verbal component is just like keep an eye on us, and like I'm gonna bless him, like, and then I'm gonna put a hand on Daishu as well.
So you see where I'm at? I'm going to be watching with my eyes like a chameleon both ways, same time. I'm joking about that. Please don't actually. That would hurt. That'd probably give me a headache, honestly. You guys ever done that? Crossed your eyes and gotten a headache?
Sounds like a bad idea.
You
Well, I
get
was
that,
like
yeah?
8.
What?
What I said?
Yeah.
He gave blessings to.
Yeah, I
us.
blessed the three of the
Oh.
me, Daishu, and Dermo, and then we're gonna leave to
Sure.
explore that area with a blessing on us.
All right. What's the duration on blessing?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the early. I figure if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna be while we're venturing deeper in.
All right.
We
Feel
know
free to
you,
move
DM.
about at a reasonable pace.
Yeah, I mean, just what 1 minute? It's 10 rounds of combat. We're not running or anything. We're just walking.
Yeah.
So our
Mhm.
regular movement is what 30 feet. Figure 300 feet in or whatever
Something like
direction.
that.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
blessing drops, and that's probably
As
as
you,
far as I can go. Really.
As you enter the fortress,
Uh.
get a little bit of a look around the inside. It seems that the wildlife that has overcome the outside has also penetrated to the inside. So you see plants like these reeds or these mushrooms.
I should have vision with the goggles
just
on.
Come.
Can't see
Okay. I will add that to your token right now.
Describing it, but I
DM.
can't see it.
Dim 60. There you go.
Thank you.
Does the particulars close behind us after we walk in?
Yes, as the last of you enters, it closes behind you with a good slam.
Okay, good. I actually like that because then I don't have to worry about stuff sneaking up on me.
What was I doing? Describing what you guys are seeing. The center of this entryway here, there are many tall columns, as well as what looks to be a pit, a rectangular pit in the middle there. And you can see what looks like these rusty metal cages hanging from above over the pit. There's a couple archways on either side.
That's the pit where I pinged right here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then these are the cages up here.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah, I'm going to keep hugging this wall, keeping shoulder to shoulder with Daishu.
Mm-hmm.
You and that wall are really good friends, huh?
Yeah. Inside this room to your east, Khan, you can see 2 more statues that look a lot like the ones at the entryway, but much smaller.
I'm gonna take 5 more feet in, and for some weird reason, I have a feeling to look up.
Look up?
Yeah. I don't even know what's in here in RuneScape, honestly. I think it's Banshees, so that wouldn't even be up, but I have a weird feeling to look up Conwood.
There's a ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna like follow the ceiling down the wall, kind of get a grasp of everything, meeting down to the statue again, and he'll kind of put his weight into his right shoulder, nudging into Deishu without really saying anything to get his attention.
I'm like trying to keep up. I can't actually see where he's gone at this point.
Oh, he can't see anything. He's got no light.
I'm right. I'm just keeping arm in arm with you.
All right.
Wait. Do I have a light source? I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm gonna bump him, and since he can't see, I'm gonna say, "There's more of these statues in here, brother."
Dermo, you can use produce flame to make some light, but you have to hold it, and it's only 20 feet.
What's it smell like in here, damn?
It smells murky, like the outside, but like more
Like
concentrated.
stagnant water murky, or like old
Yeah,
air crypt?
like dusty and like old like water with like gross plants in it.
Okay. I'm gonna like tell Deishu what I told him.
Are there any like fire what are they called? So, like braziers on the wall or anything like that?
There are empty braziers right to either side of the entrance here.
Are there nothing inside that could be set aflame? They're
Correct.
just empty. Okay.
I'm going to pop on my ghost speak amulet
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say like your bike or
because
something like
this place is giving me weird vibes, and the Zamorakian thing is making me already over the edge, ready to bash something in.
that. Did we rest the night before we came? Yeah, we did. That's right.
I didn't, so
Everyone but Khan should be pretty
Yeah.
much full
Okay.
long rested.
Make sure.
And just because he does have this really weird feeling, DM, while we're in this room, I don't think I want to go any further. I'm gonna like go ahead and let Deishu confirm my feelings if he wants to, but I am gonna go ahead and pop a divine sense here.
Okay. Can you ping it for me?
Absolutely.
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Druids aren't like spellcasters directly. They're kind of like it, but not exactly. Are you able to, what's it called? Like change out your spells and stuff? Or is it like you're pretty much set?
Druids are prepared spellcasters, which means yes, you can change
Okay, it
out
just
your
has to be after a long rest, right?
Yeah, you can change out all your spells when you long rest, but not your cantrips though.
Cantrips, no. Spells, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's easy enough. Thank you.
Yep.
So my
is
cantrips,
a,
do I ever get a new cantrip slot, or is it just the 3 forever?
Yeah, you get more as you level up. It
Okay.
shows it in your in like one of the tables in your class description.
Okay, very cool. That's all I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And druids keep all their spells like at all times, right? Like all the ones that they know. So, like the ones I can prepare are just out of my druid list.
Yeah, you prepare from the entire druid list. You don't
Okay,
have like a
that's
subset to worry about.
Okay, perfect. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep. Okay, divine sense. Is this an action? Yes. Okay. As an action, you can use your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of the next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, but not its identity. You can also detect the presence of places that have been consecrated or desecrated. Okay. Let's see here.
Fiend.
Interestingly enough, you detect 3 fiends in the vicinity of your divine sense. The first is one that is familiar to you. It is the owl, Striggy. The other 2 are in this very room. Ooh. You detect a fiend right there. And you detect another fiend right there. You do not detect a fiend here. Did
So
you
to
get that?
replace a spell, real quick, to replace a spell, do I just like delete it or should I just add it to my first level slot thing? Because you said it
So
autofills whenever you type in what spell it is, right?
yeah, so you have a little bubble next to the edit button for each of your spells that you can toggle to show what you have prepared and what you don't.
A little bubble. Not sure if I see it.
So like by thunder, where it says
Oh,
Thunderwave.
I see. Unprepared, and then you have prepared. I
Yep.
see. I
So
see.
you can
Ah,
add
okay.
as many as you want, and then just click the bubbles for however many you
Gotcha.
can prepare.
Perfect. Thank you.
Then
Thank
you
you,
don't
thank
have
you.
to keep like adding them and removing them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That would have been annoying, but that's perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider this.
So,
I'll leave it. Whatever.
so I'm gonna grab Deishu, like I said, and kind of get him to stop moving forward. I'm gonna say, brother, it's no good. We need to leave.
What is it?
I sense danger. The smell of fiendish creatures enter my nostrils when I focused in on my divine energy given it to me by my goddess. I sense no good in this room, brother. We must wait at least, or not come in here. These, and I'll kind of gesture in the dark to the statues. I'm saying, these are no good. There's something off about them.
Okay. And I'll start to.
And that is the movement for 2 turns. So technically 12 seconds have passed for DM in case he's wanting to keep a track of that.
It'd be another turn. Oh well, no, you could do the actions. No, okay.
I mean, we just kind of been what I said. I've said 2 things since leaving that have maybe been.
Yeah.
How do you
Did it-
load the
Did
thing?
it place
the
a
sheet?
template when you casted Divine Sense?
No, I dropped it so you could see what it covered.
Oh, see, I didn't
can-
even notice that.
I can delete it now if you like.
I got it.
I'm gonna walk north, hugging this wall to the right, since I know that this guy is inert or not just a statue or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how did you add from the list? Because I see these ones actually have stuff loaded in. How do you make it load from that then?
The easiest and most consistent way is
Like
just hit
Shift
Control
Z, as you used it last
Space,
time.
Control Space
Control
bar,
space.
and it brings up a little search bar that you can search for literally anything, and then you can drag and drop stuff onto your sheet.
Is
So whenever I do that, it opens up my actual search thing.
Yeah, so then you can look for.
No. Like my my what do you call it? For my how do I call it? Like for my browser.
Oh, you can also try hitting the magnifying glass next to like next to the add button.
Oh, loading index. I see.
It might not have all the same options, but it should, maybe. Don't know.
I like your enthusiasm.
I don't know. It's kind of finicky. As you guys head further north,
yeah, I'm
you
just
see
like
those
that's the
cons
loop I would make though. That's the
Khan's
full
just
loop.
kind of exploring, but there is a gap, and then you can see there's like a second sort of smaller pit, very similar to the other one. There are 2 spiral staircases that lead upward here, one on either side of the main entry hall, and several more archways that lead into other rooms.
He would have seen the similar thing on the ground to the north, but he's not going that far up. He's just doing a small loop of recon, so to speak.
Okay.
That's 4 turns, by the way. 4 rounds of combat.
All right.
Turns for the block. So by the time I get back down to Zephyros, it'll probably be 6 or 7.
Okay.
I can't move.
Are the walls giving you a hard time?
There we go.
There's a lot of walls on the
saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Sorry, right here would have been 5. And then as he passed through this, what would he see kind of looking in there?
A pile of rocky rubble.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of ice cream.
6
he broke one.
rounds. He's gonna look at Zephylos. What does Zephylos look like he's doing about a minute into his ritual, or half a minute?
He has pulled out his book and has begun mumbling some mysterious magical words.
Very Zephylos. Khan won't acknowledge anything more than he's doing what he said he was going to do, and he'll continue exploring with Deishu right by, even though he's not keeping up.
Okay.
What does he see when he ganders in here?
You can't see all the way to the edge of the
He won't
room.
move the rest of his movement for that turn.
Now you can. The room turns the corner to the north. You see what looks like you could just make out the first couple steps of a much larger spiraling staircase leading upwards.
I'm going to kind of like again grab Deishu and like just like slowly. I'm like, we're gonna walk slower, so I'll take extra movement for the blessing to be cautious when we do this next 30 feet, if that makes sense.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk slowly in, and then I'm gonna go back to the party and tell Dermo what I found out, or Zephylos will be in the middle of something, so I probably won't bother him.
Okay.
He's gonna peek right here, see what he can see.
You see, let's see. Up at
Oh, I need to tell you, actually.
near the edge of your vision up there, you can see an interesting creature. It looks like a very large hand with disgusting pale gray skin that has been severed at the wrist.
Back. We go back, and I'll like.
And it is crawling around the floor using its fingers for legs like an insect.
Yeah, all I'm saying is back. We go back to Deishu.
Doesn't seem to take notice of you.
And our blessing will drop right there.
Probably.
I'm keeping track of it. That's 10 rounds, by the way. But just letting you know.
Alright, we'll remove it from everybody.
And I'm gonna try not to walk on it, but I'm gonna go past it and come up to Dermo.
Walk around it like the mascot painted on the floor of the high school.
Exactly. Not allowed to step on it. But yeah, that's like a minute. I'm sure the ritual's going. I'm gonna like walk up to Dermo and adjust his mouse and like make sure it's nice and snug on him after walking a couple steps and up a staircase.
Sorry, I'm reading something. I didn't notice anything while I'm watching, right? Because I was just watching left and right to make sure nothing was creeping up on him.
Nothing that you noticed, no.
It's not.
So, and like a bow tie, adjusting a bow tie, I'm like getting the moss placed right,
Make sure it's exactly where it needs to be. Otherwise,
yeah, I'm gonna like and kind of like at Dermo, not to Dermo, like kind of to himself. Khan's going to say, "A good tree always has moss," like adjust the moss, and he's gonna say, "So," and now looking up at Dermo, he's gonna say, "So, Treeborn, we did a little recon," and I'll like nudge Deishu, who was blind the whole time. And like,
what did you find?
Say, it's no good.
Is that direction unsafe?
This circle that Zephylos is studying, and I'll kind of say it loud enough so we can hear if he's like focusing on this thing, you can still hear it. I'm gonna say, there's more of them here. Says, I do not know what they mean. They may mean nothing, but there are more of them. So if they are a problem, that's something we need to know. I'm gonna say, additionally, these statues, I don't trust them. Not only because statue armor has attacked me and us before, but something divine tells me not to wander too close to them.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like with my horns point to the last room that I came out of here. I'm gonna say, in that room, I don't even know what the gods is going on in there. To say some abomination of flesh crawling around. We should put it down, if anything. And I'll kind of like shrug and I'll say, other than that, it looks like an easy go.
What level are we? Just to verify. We're level 3, right?
4.
4, sir.
Oh. Yeah, I never did my 4th level. Okay.
Oh my god. Did
That's
you
okay.
roll for your HP?
I think that
I
is
think
the
you
one thing I
did.
did.
Yeah,
I
you
think I
did.
do
Okay.
that.
Good.
Yeah.
You better.
I haven't changed my spells because I haven't really need to yet. That's why I'm going through and changing them all now.
Oh, you also have to, if you didn't already, pick your ASI or your feat. Did you pick one of those?
Yeah, no, I didn't pick that yet. I was debilitating between a few of them, and I couldn't decide.
well,
I'll wait until a better time to.
Now might be the time, sir.
Okay.
You know who didn't pick an
Yeah,
ASI or a feat?
Me, because I don't have a player.
Con,
Character.
because you multi-classed.
Oh, true. That was your own fault, though.
I mean, I like the
You know
idea.
who did take the tough feat for 2 extra health per level? This fucking wizard. Let's go.
Tankalos over here.
At this point, do you guys do anything else besides wait out the ritual cast?
Yeah, I'll just inform Dermo of everything I saw pretty much in relative detail. And I'll come give this portcullis a gander. How's it looking?
How's it looking?
Yeah.
It's back down. It's, it's how you left it, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of pop a squat facing the exit, kind of on the back side of Zephylos, or on the back side of Dermo here as he kind of watches guard.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the overhead feature there. Nice. And I'll just sit down and kind of like crisscross and just kind of watch the exit, look up out at the space we came in from.
Good. The 10 minutes have passed. Zephylos, you have casted your detect magic.
I
Casted it?
Casted it.
Pog!
You did it.
It's
You
not
have-
just me.
You did this to him. You made his brain go mush.
castative.
I believe it's Oxford says the past tense is castedid.
Casted.
Yeah, to have casted it.
Castiditation?
That was performed.
Casted
And knuckles.
So what do I learn?
You are not getting any magical presence from this ring. This one, at least, appears to be purely a sort of a graffiti,
Oh, great.
if you will.
10 minutes for graffiti.
I stand back up and I say,
Also, what's the range on detect magic? Is it 30?
I think so.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you did identify, not detect magic.
Yeah. So I just learned nothing.
It does basically the same thing that I just described, though, I guess. It
Yeah.
does not seem to be magical.
Yes.
I look at the others and I say, in its current state, it is simply a drawing on the floor.
Khan's eyes will open as he starts telling what he learned. I say, good, there's more of them.
Well, I did hear you say that earlier. For that reason, I do recommend before we proceed, I should do one more ritual. The second ritual being detect magic, so that if we walk near any other circles, I'll know before we approach them if they're just drawings or if they're magical.
Yeah, Khan was starting to get up, and as you say, I want to cast another one. He like
sit back
sits back down, literally.
Just,
Closes his eyes, not saying anything, just closes his eyes and lets him do it.
Okay.
All right, I flip to the next page.
Next page over. All right. I'm gonna assume that nobody else gets up and everybody kind of just does the same thing as Khan.
I'm still doing like a bouncer kind of stance.
Okay.
Just watching over the entirety of the area.
Very good. Another 10 minutes passed, and you have cast detect magic ritually.
What time of day is it right now, Liam?
It is oh shoot. Let me see the map really quick. Where'd you guys start last rest? I think it is like early evening because I want to say you guys are 2 squares away, which is like the full 8 hours travel.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to go ahead and just take a short rest here since we're already halfway into one, pretty much?
Does anyone need a short rest?
Con could top off.
Are you injured? Oh, you
Yeah, I'm
didn't
in no
sleep.
rush to.
Like as you finish your second ritual, you'll see that Khan's actually finally dozed off a little bit.
Yeah, we could short rest. 20
We're at a
minutes,
safe
an
area.
hour. We're in a relatively fortified area. We could fight here in the open if we needed to.
And I could wake up pretty quick too. I imagine Daishu was nearby, that's why he fell asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, short
Feels
rest.
that we're in a very safe area, so since
Maybe
there's
another
nothing,
40 minutes after your second ritual ended.
I like to imagine your short rest started while I'm doing the second ritual.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, my roaming around was only a minute. So by the time I reported back to Dermo and sat down, I imagine I started resting. You know what I mean? So it'd be like an hour and a minute total.
Right. All right, hang on a second.
You know what the most useless spell would be in this entire thing is hold person, since I guarantee none of these things are going to be humanoid.
You know what's funny? You want to know what's funny?
What's that?
What? Did you just learn hold person or something?
I guess we'll never know. He did.
He died.
No, I guess.
Glad.
'Cause
Alright, I'm
I
gonna go ahead
flavor. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I flavor it as blood bending, where like I like blood bend someone into position.
Ah, I see. But you can't do that because they're not humanoid. So you
DM,
can't
do you want me to
bend
give the
these
long
guys'
rest,
blood.
or do you want me to wait till you do something?
No,
rest.
you can wait a minute here.
He's sending stuff to come slap us.
Obviously.
How dare we short rest in his dungeon? Wandering monster, go!
Yeah, right.
Quick, everybody cast hold person before something horrible happens. Alright, so you guys rest for a little while. About 10 or 15 minutes pass.
No.
At which point you can hear like a little like sort of a scratching noise coming from this room over to the west, followed by a series of like strange patterned thuds, which go for just a few seconds before you guys can begin to see a couple of creatures approaching, and we will roll for initiative because there are indeed wandering monsters in the fortress.
Yeah, he called you. He called you out. All right, let me just enable my.
We're all GMs.
choices.
We know, it's like Rick Ashley said. You know the rules, and so do I.
Real quick, did you say-
We're
Rick
no
Ashley?
strangers to initiative.
Did you just say Rick Ashley though?
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
It's
He's
Ashley.
Canadian.
Rick
He's literally
Astley.
Canadian. He's one
Yeah.
of your
It's
people.
like
All
that.
I know is,
Yeah,
the
wait a minute.
you know, the
Oh,
song.
I rolled.
Okay.
All right,
let
that's
me
the battle
add
music I want, GM.
everybody.
yeah, we need like a hardcore version.
We're no strangers to love.
Hello.
Hey guys, we have DMCA. We gotta be
You
careful.
roll
with
the die.
Oh wait.
So do I.
All right, guys, we just got copyright strike.
It was
Oh.
it was different enough legally to be a parody.
Don't worry, that's not
Oh,
actually the
okay.
number of monsters there are.
It kind of looks like
Hey,
that's the number of
got it.
monsters there are.
Guys, can we just accept the fact this is the second time in the campaign Khan has rolled above a minus or above a 0 for initiative?
Wait, are you serious?
I think I just rolled the lowest.
minus
my
one,
possible
zeros, and minus
initiative.
twos the whole fucking
Alright,
time.
how? We've had like how many initiative rolls have we had? Like 10?
A lot.
Now,
And
guys, I'm
I
not
rolled
saying-
one on like probably half of them. No joke.
Ishu's
Oh.
fucking ready.
I'm not saying that you
Let's
guys
go.
asked me
He's-
what was
he's
over there,
ready.
and I told you crawling hands, but I did say crawling hands.
Dice Show, you didn't get a peek of these before because you couldn't see anything. But
Yeah,
Khan did describe, did he describe it actually?
Yeah, he said it was a fleshy
Yeah,
crawling thing.
You
I
did
heard
say
him
that it
describe
was,
to Dermot.
you
I
described
said it. Yeah, it
everything
was
in
a
detail.
flesh abomination. And honestly, when he passed out, he
Uh-huh.
would have taken his goggles off. If Daishu wanted to explore, he could have grabbed him.
So you see crawling out from the edge of the darkness, just over there.
I see
Um,
nothing.
Why do you see nothing?
Well, I mean, I see the map, but I don't see the creature. It's out of range of my vision, or it's invisible.
Yeah,
It
it's-
should be just barely illuminated by
Oh,
Cephalos's
okay.
light. You see it over here?
Yeah, I thought that
Or
was
at
a
least
piece of
part of the
furniture because
token?
it's so big.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that. So, what you see creeping out of the edge of the darkness there is what looks to be a severed hand with a sort of zombie-like skin, bone poking out of the wrist, crawling along the floor with its fingers, like a weird sort of bug-like sort of movement, very unnaturally moving. But it's also like huge, like the size of a small horse.
Wait, what's that?
Sorry, the size of a small unicorn.
Oh, okay, got
The
it.
size of a small ox. How about that?
What? I don't think I've seen many oxes.
I don't know.
I've seen plowing equipment that maybe
Yeah.
an ox could push. But... Oh, a yak. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's a thank you.
Go ahead and go potty then, Bobby.
Oh, unpause. There you go.
Don't spend too long. Okay. Don't let the puppy out.
I
love how
will-
Daishu's the only one who rolled decently, and the rest of us are down here.
for
I
one.
rolled great. What are you talking? That's the best I've rolled.
The hands got some really good rolls, except for like 2 of them.
I'll say we have company, and then I'm going to zappy.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Bobby.
What's the range on that? Is it at least 60?
300 feet, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. You give it a good zap.
And if it failed its save, which it says it did, it gets pushed back 10 feet.
It did, and it does get pushed back 10 feet. Phew. Also, I thought I made that make a noise now. What the heck, man?
I mean, it had the animation. I don't know about the noise. Though.
The animation's cool as hell, by the
Oh,
way.
I didn't
Yeah.
add the noise? Wait, let me add the noise. I didn't. Okay, hang on. We gotta have the noise. There it is. Okay, push the button again.
Electric slide.
Oh, wow, you got a crit. That one doesn't count, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm upset.
That's funny. Okay, how fast do they move? Alright. Something happens that you cannot see.
Love that, DM.
Another one comes crawling out of the dark.
Also love that, DM.
How many have we seen so far?
As many as are on your screen.
Okay.
Another one comes crawling out of the dark. They move with an awkward but sort of vigorous kind of half gallop. They don't seem to be able to move very fast. What with not having legs.
Shocker.
Khan, your turn. You are. I'm gonna actually rule that everybody is sitting unless you explicitly said that you weren't. So everyone will count as being prone.
Well, I mean, I was standing doing ritual stuff, so.
Wait, did we not get the short rest? Is it the hour not up?
No, it is not. You have not finished your short rest.
Can I say use my move action to stand up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd be sitting then.
If you have a good reason to convince me that you would not have been sitting, that's fine.
No, I'm certainly sitting. If we didn't finish our long rest, I'd probably be still waking up, honestly.
Fair.
Which begs the question how I didn't roll a -1 for this encounter and not every other encounter I was prepared for.
Well, you heard Daisho's call, and then you were like, huh.
Yeah, it's like I have danger sense. There it is.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Again, it's
That's-
the flavor part of it right here for that.
That's the one.
There it is. All right, so I'm going to get up. That's half my movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to move over to where Daishu is.
Mm-hmm.
And what direction is he looking? I didn't see. I mean, I know where he fired it, but like, which way is he looking?
He's looking
as
over
I-
to the
As I
west.
get up and see where he's at, he's looking west.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, DM. How do I know if I'm proficient with something?
If you were granted it, what's your context?
I'm looking at my staff. It's a martial weapon, right?
It's simple. You're proficient.
It says not proficient underneath, though. That's what I was asking. It says simple melee, equipped, not proficient in action
That's
fight.
because you didn't add your class's weapon proficiencies when you made your character, apparently.
I didn't know that was a thing you could even do.
Cool. What you should do is go look on the druid stat block, and the attributes tab of your character sheet on the bottom right. There's all the proficiencies. You can hit the
Oh, weapon. I see.
weapon and then add all those. What are you throwing at, sir?
I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna throw a javelin at that first one I see. It's 50 feet.
That is a long-ranged throw, I think. Javelin's regular range is 30.
Is it 60, 120?
No,
30,
Javelin's 30, 120.
Yep.
So do you want to do a throw with disadvantage? Because it's
Yeah, let me roll it
long
again.
range. Okay.
So 8.
An 8 to hit will not hit. They
Alright.
aren't moving too fast, but it's pretty far away, so you aren't quite able to get the aim right. Your javelin smacks into the ground and slides.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for you to say for flavor. Alright, I'll end my turn.
It is the owl's turn.
Not the owl.
Striggy.
Striggy and Zephylos are currently big braining.
Oh, yeah.
Striggy's going to come over here, and it's going to hold their action.
Mm-hmm.
For when they have Majrat's breath cast on them. Oh shit, they can't do that. Never mind. Sorry, I forgot how familiars work. Striggy is going to hold its action. No shit. No, it's just going to vibe actually. Familiars, man. Am I right?
Okay.
No.
I'll
Cricket,
explain my
cricket.
blunder later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can hold the casting of or the usage of a spell before you even have it on you.
No, you can. The issue is having it cast Dragon Breath on itself uses the familiar's reaction to cast the spell through it. So it can't hold an action and then receive the spell.
Oh yeah, that's more complicated. Okay.
So yeah,
Makes sense.
that's where my big brain went small brain.
I gotcha. More hands are rapidly approaching the archway.
Just more hands. That's it.
So
more
many
hands.
hands.
DM, you know, when you roll their initiative, you can hit the little eyeball near them and then roll the initiative, and then we can't see them, but they'll still be not invisible on the map.
Wait, what? Say that again, but
When
slower.
when you start at a combat encounter, you highlight everything, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hit that make combat thing. It gives all the players a dice, right?
Uh-huh.
and then before you roll all the initiative for the NPCs, there's an eyeball icon, right? That makes it visible for the players or
Eyeball
not.
icon.
Yeah, I
don't
got an
remember
abyssal
there
whip,
being
boys.
an eyeball icon.
Right underneath the name of the NPC or player,
Oh,
there'll be an eyeball icon, and then you can click
oh,
that,
I
and
see.
you still see what they roll.
Yeah,
When you
just
bring
so,
them into play, you give us that extra element of we don't know how
yeah,
many are really coming in.
yeah, that just hides them in the turn. Yeah,
Hides it from the turn order from us, so we don't.
yeah.
We just see.
Normally I do that, but I didn't want to bother because there were just so many of them.
I mean, I think it's even more fun when there's so many because then your players are like, "Oh, it's me next," and then it's like, "Actually, hold on,
Actually, yeah, I like to
hold
do that.
on, and
Next
hold
time.
on, and hold on." Okay, and now it's your turn. Yep, go ahead.
All
Like,
right,
what?
Zephylos, get us with that fireball.
Not the right level, GM. But what I can do is I can come over here and kind of act as like a easy target for them to come and attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to cast a familiar spell, the same controversial spell that got me in trouble last week.
Oh my
At
god.
least you have the collateral you need here. You can hit an enemy and blast 2 other enemies now. That's the ideal situation.
Alright.
The only situation.
So real quick, DM.
Yeah.
I did make myself proficient with the quarter staff, but it doesn't seem to have added the proficiency on the drop down thingy. I think I did it correctly, at least.
Hmm. Indeed. Huh. Well, let me just check the proficient box for you, and then maybe it will work properly the next time you add a new weapon.
Okay. Works out either way.
Okay,
Promise
so
I won't cry.
the big one is going to take 6 piercing, and then the other...
Retargeting this one or this
No,
one?
it was the one closest to me.
Okay.
And then I did it in this square specifically so that I can
Yeah.
get these two with the splash. So con saves, or they take 9 ice damage for all of them.
Okay.
Technically, the giant one already failed, but yeah, the other
Okay.
two.
Another 9. Him. And 2 con saves. I have 2 that were quite high, so they both passed, taking 4.
Okay.
Cold damage.
That is my turn.
All 3 after the effects of the spell look reasonably wounded.
Very cool.
So
Dermo.
my movement speed is what, 30?
Mhm.
Verify. Yeah, 30. So I have to move some. Okay, so 30 feet. Yeah, I can do that.
And today we have
Okay.
another episode of Danja prepared green flame blade.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move here. How far off are that actually? 10 feet, 10 feet. So since they are slightly further away right this second, I'm going to go ahead and spell book. Use. Okay, I'm gonna use entangle. And how do I select where I want to put it?
Let's see. If the spell is set up correctly, you should just be able to start casting it. So click on that
Yeah.
icon,
Okay.
and
Consume
then
spell slot.
It'll be a place
measured
template option that
Yeah,
pops up.
so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
you want to place the measure template, and then that's just a square.
Oh, I
so I think
see,
you just
okay.
put it wherever you want.
So I can do it right there.
Wow, very good. And it rolls everything for me, and they all failed.
All right. And is that an action or a bonus action? Just to verify.
What's the casting time of the
Action.
spell?
It says one action.
It's an
Okay,
action.
so action,
Yep.
and then bonus action. I can cast a cantrip, right?
If it has a casting time, a bonus action, yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and put on Shillelagh onto my staff.
All right.
Do I just activate?
Entangle's restrained, right?
Do I roll Shillelagh? No, it's an attack, so I just.
Nope.
Yeah, the restrained. It's a restraint.
Mm-hmm.
And that will end my turn.
All right. So, grasping vines, jump up out of the floor and restrain all 5 of these hands right here.
You know, like when in Star Wars they use the Force and they when Darth Vader used his thing to choke out someone, like he lifted it up. I do something like that, but when I do that, vines miraculously grow through the cracks in the floor, whipping and grasping at their fingers, I guess, not their legs.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
they use, was it an action to get out? Yes, an action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
They've been doing their finger workouts.
What is your spell save DC? 13, it rolled a 12. The big one toward the back does not break free, and you cannot do anything. Did I show your turn?
It would help if I unmuted.
Indeed.
All right.
Fireball.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly exactly what I'm doing. I am casting Fairy Fire.
Ooh, boy.
Doesn't that just like illuminate them in?
Yes, for the ones who failed their saves, then they will glow for a minute, and all attack rolls have advantage against them.
Oh, okay. So pretty much like guiding bolt, but for multiple enemies.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of my turn.
Let me mark the ones that failed. We'll use the radioactive symbol. Alright. They also glow.
Yes, indeed. They glow.
10-foot radius for each of them.
Yeah.
Dim light in a
Dim
10-foot
light.
radius.
That's actually kind of useful for scouting out the rest of the map.
Yes,
Actually,
indeed.
it kinda is here.
That's kind of cool. I like that. What color is your neon disco lights?
Blue, always blue, like my eyes.
Hey guys, you know his eyes are blue.
I've heard.
So dreamy.
Like a cyan.
You know, it says that something dropped a tooth out of the key, but I don't see it. Where's my tooth hat? Oh, it's in my inventory. I'm an idiot.
Let's see, another hand rounds the corner. Another one is going to try to break free of entangle. It succeeds with a 15. And then it will move. It's gonna move, I guess, there. So wait, 1, 2, 3, there. No, it'll stay there. It's dumb. Let's see. This one will try to break free of the entangling vines. And fail.
Ah.
Con, your turn.
I'm going to move up to this to the one near my brother over here.
Mm-hmm. Almost.
I mean, I can hit it with my lance.
True. Big brain.
Yo, halberd range for the win.
It has already been damaged. A little bit. Let me mark the ones that have been damaged a bit. There. 9 will miss.
Okay, I
It is
will.
too small for you to hit him.
Is that one of the ones that Oh no, never mind. That's a blood spatter.
Mm-hmm. It's like lined up by the wrist bone.
I would like to hold. Can I hold my bonus action?
You cannot hold a bonus action.
That is a bummer because Shield Master would have a lot more utility if I could do it if I already attacked in a turn. All right, that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I would have advantage on that attack
Why?
because I'm a motherfucking barbarian, and my first attack every turn's reckless.
Okay. That's fine.
I always forget I have.
Just yeah, just make sure you declare before you attack.
Yeah, I always forget I have it again. Oh,
A
that's
20 will hit, and
Oh,
that will
boy.
definitely kill him. Alright, you attack, setting aside your defenses for a moment to guarantee a perfect hit, piercing your lance straight through the hand, and it ceases to move.
Oh, quick statement, guys. I don't know if I told you earlier.
No.
Did I tell you that I rolled a Blurberry special this week?
No,
Hey, congrats! Is that your first
Yep.
one?
I've never gotten one.
First one on my Iron Man. Not my first one ever.
Yep, I've had 2 on my hardcore and 1 on my main. Feels good.
Gnome
I'm not
cocktails, am I
frying.
right?
Gnomes, am I right? Bird's turn.
It was I actually have the screen cap somewhere. It was a massive roller coaster of emotions. I was doing archaeology,
It's
and
kind
I
of
got the pet like 10 seconds after I got the Blurberry. I was like, "What? No! Oh my god!" I was like, "So
gonna vibe over
what
here.
just happened?"
and it's flying like 10 feet in the air.
Okay. Another hand is going to try to break free of the vines.
I want to break free.
I want to break free. He's going to say it again the next round because he failed. The giant hand toward the front is still trying to break free as well.
Free from your lies, you're so self-satisfied.
He actually does break free and charges forward, taking a central position right there.
Is
Did
he able
he
to push
flank
through
himself?
me? Because am I not? What's it called? Am I not in the way? Of him
Let's
moving
see. I
through
think
it?
he
'Cause he's
could
so
walk
big.
around like so, like you do this.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay,
is
okay.
he
I
not
see.
flanked?
He's he's getting in there. He uses action though, so he's done.
DM,
Alright.
did he flank himself just now between me and Zephylos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action, put Majorot's breath onto Striggy.
Mm-hmm.
And the element I'm choosing is fire. So I
Okay.
actually just manually put in Fire Blast as my Majorot breath for that element.
Let's call it Fire Strike. Not quite at blast spells.
Well,
yet.
no, because Fire Bolt would be Fire
Or
Strike.
bolt,
'Cause
maybe.
it's a
Wait.
cantrip, right? And then,
yeah. I
and then
meant to say
actual
I meant to
Firebolt
say
would be
bolt.
Scorching Ray.
I
So,
guess.
We gotta move our way up because Fire Wave is
Nah.
gonna be Fireball, and Delayed Fireball is gonna be Fire
I
Surge.
feel like Firebolt would be like Chromatic Orb fire version.
We
But
should
the
just
point
let him
is,
have,
we
have to-
Manscaped. It'd be easier.
we gotta go up a couple steps is what I'm
Oh my
implying here.
God.
Just give him the Manscaped and just let him do whatever he needs to.
And as my main action, I'm going to stab this person beside me.
It's only part of a person, but go ahead.
It will be a booming blade, so if it moves willingly after this, it will be taking damage.
You have advantage because of fairy fire.
Wait, you just use slaughter on him?
Oh, hold on. I gotta cancel this because I didn't target. There we go.
I think you can target once you hit the attack button. A 13 with advantage will hit for your 4 damage.
We just got a hit. And now
Let's
he's
go.
cloaked in
You give it,
thunderous
like-
energy.
A tiny little like poke.
Yeah.
Durbo, your
Alright.
turn.
Absolutely. So he's in melee distance.
Mhm.
His distance to me. So I'm going to. Big questions. Okay. I want to bonus action cast Flame Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to use it to attack the big hand next to me.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage.
Am I in flank?
No, you're not flanking for him, are you?
No, he's not flanking, but
You would have
this
to
one,
be there to
Fairy
flank.
fire.
you have fairy fire on it, so you
Makes
get
it
advantage from that.
Okay. Sure, why not? I'm just gonna click the roll button and see what happens. Wow, this didn't help.
Actually, DM, that's a good question. Is he flanking for him technically? If
Why
I
would
go,
Derma be
if
flanking?
I go here, he's not flanking for me. He'd be flanking
Oh,
for me if he were
true.
here. He's flanking for both of us right now in that one spot.
Yeah, no, actually nobody's flanking here. I forgot.
No,
No, you guys would have to be.
I'd have to be
Khan would
right-
have to be here to
I'd
flank
have to
with
be there.
Zervalos.
Which is fine
Yeah.
because flanking doesn't stack
But
with
it
advantage
doesn't
in
matter
our
right
rules.
now because
Yeah.
you have fairy fire right now.
But it's curious, why does a 14 miss with Dermo, but a 13 hit with me?
What? Oh, he targeted himself.
I missed myself. Would it? How do I fix that?
It's fine. Just hit the
I didn't have
damage.
me selected.
Just click the damage button to roll the damage. Right
Where-
under the
oh,
14.
damage.
Alright. Wow, that does 3d6. That's pretty good. You indeed hit the hand, giving it a pretty good wound with your flaming blade for 11 fire damage. It is very
What you
wounded.
guys see is within an instant, I clench my hand and a flaming scimitar emerges from where my little grippers connect and fills out into a full-size sword. And I swing it at his fingies.
His fingies.
It's
One of the simmies are the meta, yeah. One of the small hands finally is able to approach Dermo, and it sort of lunges at you with a fist,
I'm
striking
gonna
at
lunge
you
at him with
for.
the fist too, if you know what I mean.
Oh no! Striking you for 4 bludgeoning damage, sir.
Okay. Well, also, I don't have a
Uh,
choice because it says in the spell description that it is a scimitar, so it is both the meta and my only option.
Very
That's it.
true. The other large hand, breaks free of the restraining vines at last and moves forward.
Ooh, I made a mistake. I used all my symbol parts. Awkward.
Better get to disassembling those logs, sir.
I have so many fucking logs I have to disassemble.
I'm going to shoot the big hand in the center since that is the only one I can get a clear shot at, really.
You know why I ran out of symbol? It's because I just made like
Wait, shit, that was a
300,
disadvantage.
I just made like 300 divine charges.
That's okay, you still hit it. And 9 damage with that zap. You will be able to finish it off.
And it
as
ragdolls away.
Ragdolls 10 feet across the floor. That is just the best. It goes. Woo!
I'm picturing like when you kill a spider in Skyrim and it ragdolls.
Like when the giant
It's like,
slams the club down on you and it eats you.
Oh yeah.
It's like a corpse launching with May in Overwatch. Anything else?
No, that is the end of my turn.
Let's see. This crawling hand is not restrained. but it can dash to reach this here location. This one is restrained, and will try to break free once again. I want to break free. It still hasn't. Is Entangle concentration? I think it is. I think we needed a concentration saving throw from you, Dermo. It is. Wait, is Flame Blade concentration? Uh-oh.
Yeah, he would have lost concentration on the entangle.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, I don't feel like retconning too much, so we're just gonna retcon this one hand's turn. He's no longer restrained, because you are now concentrating on Flame Blade, and he will move freely. He'll move there, and try to punch Dermo. $17 will hit for 2 more bludgeoning damage on Dermo. Did you get the 4 from before? Is August there?
Thermo?
Oh yes, act silent when you're taking damage so you can ignore it. Will it pay off?
We've lost Treeborn.
We've lost him. I'm just gonna mark his HP for him for now. He's still doing okay. Khan, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lance the one that's right next to Dermo, like above him.
Yep.
Alright. Natural 20 again.
Nice.
Okay, and you attacked recklessly, right?
Yeah, I rolled at advantage. Do I have to verbalize that, or I just roll at advantage so you know I did it?
It would be good to verbalize it so they know it's not from something else.
Can do. Yeah.
And with one powerful thrust, you pierce this hand straight through as well, defeating it instantly.
And I'd like to run up using my movement on top of where I killed that one.
Mm-hmm.
Onto this pile of corpse of hands.
Let me start deleting the corpses.
And I want to shield bash. Actually, I want to shield bash this one.
Okay. How does that work again?
I'm gonna link it for you.
Oh, that's just like a shove, isn't it?
Yeah, I can. It's essentially. He does a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Oh, sorry. It's a dexterity throw. To take half damage, right?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's for you.
I have so many things with shield on it. Hold on.
It's just like doing a regular shove. So it'll be athletics.
Yeah, shove him. Her bonus action. There it is. Okay, I see it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll yours. It rolled a 6, so you succeed in shoving it 5 feet backwards. With your shield. You give it a good thwack.
Mm-hmm. And then I still have some movement, yeah?
I think so. You only move 10.
I want to go here.
Stand back. Hold him back. Hold him back.
And then that's where I want to stay, in between Treeborn and the mobs.
Alright. Bird.
Alright, Bird is going to come here and breathe hellfire on these poor hands.
Oh yeah, hit the party too. Just deepen the wound.
Don't tempt me, GM. You're the reason I did it the last time.
I'm the reason. I mean, kinda.
You said it would be a good meme.
I did, and it was. Can he do it? Indeed he can. Did it do the things? It did do the things. The giant one fails and takes the full brunt of the fire damage. The small one succeeds, but it is still enough to finish off the wounded hand.
Alright. And then, for my next trick, I'm gonna fly away. I'm like a
Amazing.
bird.
Good
I
trick.
only fly away.
This one's still trying to get out of Entangle, except it's not because Entangle doesn't exist anymore. This one will approach moving as quickly as it seems to be able to, which is not really that fast. Get to there.
DM, I still have permissions to Dermo's character sheet, and every time it's his turn, it pings me like it's mine, and I look up. Also, I don't want to see his character sheet if I don't have to, so can you fix
Oh,
it?
that's cool.
I think it's from when he was mobile and he wanted one person to help him out with his sheet.
Yes.
while he was-
Yeah, I'll turn it back off now.
Remove him. He has no right to my body.
You can also remove me while you're at it.
Remove everyone from my body, please. There are too many people inside of me.
Oh. Okay, let me fix it. Limited.
Watch him accidentally
August.
fix it, and now I can't even edit my character.
I know, right? I'm trying my very best to not do that. Okay. August, can you still control your character?
Let us find out.
Okay, good.
Yep, and I don't have access to it. Very good.
Great.
Stay out of me.
Danny, what did you just do?
I just cast Ice Rush on this one.
That's the cantrip, right? Okay.
Yep.
4 cold damage. Ouch. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Yep.
Which is great because its speed is 15.
You mean 10 fingies? Because
Wait, so now if you shield bash it away, it actually can't get within melee of you.
Well, it would just barely.
Oh, would it? Oh, yeah, I'm bad at math.
If
These
you
are the last
lightning
three.
launcher it away,
It would
These are the
die.
last three as
Then
far
it-
as we know, right?
it probably would die, actually.
DM, do these creatures get travel distance in feet, or is it in fingies?
It's in hands.
Yeah, that's 4 inches, by the way. A single hand is 4 inches.
It is Dermo's turn.
It is.
You know what they say about big hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Big gloves.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Which one of these is the ugliest severed hand?
The big one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so am I selected on it? How do I know if I'm selected on it?
If you hover your mouse and press T, then like some arrows pop up on it.
Like a good neighbor, stay
There you go.
Got it. Okay. So with that, I am now going to now swinging with my little blade. That isn't
Mhm.
an action. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And swinging with my staff is also an action.
Yep, it's the same.
Okay. Which one does more damage though?
Blade does way more.
Okay,
And it's fire, so it's cool.
it is. So how do I use the flame sword without recasting it?
When you go to cast it, it'll ask you before you do it, consume a spell slot, and you'll hit no.
Just disable. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so just recast it and don't have
That's
it
what I
as
do
your
for
spell
Yeah.
for Dragon
okay,
Breath.
okay. Perfect. Okay.
slot. Mhm.
And then
And
this
then-
is just a normal roll, correct?
Yep. Actually, no, you have advantage because of Fair Fire.
Is this still fairy card? Okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
19 hits. Why does it still say hits Dermo? What the heck?
I have him selected, I promise.
I know. I see your little green dot by him. Do you also have yourself selected somehow?
No, yeah, it's only on him.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh,
Anyhow,
it's a class feature where he can always hit an enemy as long as he's able to hit himself.
Yeah,
my
yeah, it's
God.
like confusion with Pokemon. You know, you have to roll a dice to see if you hit you or the enemy.
Incredible. This one down here will try to punch Khan with his fist,
Do it.
but it misses with a 6. Pitiful. The large one is going to try to retaliate against Dermo.
Please do.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so it will try to hit you. It rolls a 19 to hit, which will hit you, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage. It also, as part of the hit, grabs onto you, grappling you. You can use your action to do a either athletics or acrobatics to try to escape.
Or just kill it.
Now,
Or
question:
just kill it.
while it's
Yes.
grappling someone, is its movement 0 because like it can't finger wiggle around?
I wouldn't say so.
It uses 3 fingers to grapple and
It's-
2 to walk
it's
around.
still
Like yeah,
has-
it pinches you with the thumb and the
It
index.
still has half of its movement speed like a normal creature would, though.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing has adapted to being just a giant crawling hand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
Dice
gonna
show.
screw itself over like that.
Did you do the 5 damage, Dermo?
What happened? I took
Did
5
you-
damage?
You took 5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I got that.
Dermo, you see that the large hand has grabbed onto Dermo.
I think you said Dermo twice.
I think he
I
did,
think he
but I
did
wasn't gonna say
too,
anything.
but
Did
like,
I?
He's
Yeah.
talking to Daishu, and you said Dermo. You see that the hand grabbed Dermo, and you're like,
I thought you said dice
You know
show
what? I
flash
do see that grabbed me. That's great.
I think
Thank
you'd
you,
be one of the
eyeballs.
first ones to notice it, actually, DM.
So I have a question about how you would rule my
Hmm.
telekinesis.
Okay.
So it says that I can target a creature within 30 feet, which I could move to get within 30 feet. But when I do so, I can pull them 5 feet towards me or push them 5 feet away, with either a strength saving throw unless they willingly fail to save. So if I target Dermo and he willingly fails the save, would he get towards me?
That's a very specific questioning of the rules, and I love it.
I believe there wouldn't be an attack of op because Dermo's not consciously moving.
Well, that's one part of it, but the other part is, can he use the shove to get him out of the grapple?
Exactly.
Oh wait, yeah, no, he's grappled. Shoot.
From when I was looking up the feat, because I tried to Google this issue, and most people said that it should, but did not really cite a reason why. The other suggestion that I saw was the initiator of the grapple, in this case the hand, gets to make the strength saving throw to prevent the shove.
Yeah,
which
that's
I think
what
is
I
more,
was gonna say. Actually, I was
that's
gonna
more
suggest do
realistic.
some kind of check to with
You
the
know, in the movies-
grappling creature.
You know, in the movies when like a car's about to hit someone, so someone dives out of the way and like pushes them to save their life. What if it asked the person being shoved, like, do you want to get moved? They're just like, nah, I'm good. Let it take me.
Now, if you guys get exactly the same roll, clearly Dermo should take a ton of damage as he's being tug of warred with equal force on both sides.
Yes, yes, and
Good
the
point.
shover should take damage because they're pushing against my quills.
True, this hand is just
okay. I just have to
full
say
gripping.
this was hilarious. I'm going to hit 99 Slayer in like a minute on Eretz.
Nice.
Incredible.
Well, I'm gonna move 5 feet forward,
What?
or 15 feet forward. And I'm going to attempt to use my telekinesis to pull Dermo towards me. So I think in this instance, if I want the hand to have to make the saving throw, I'm going to target the hand with the shove.
Yeah, if you just shove the hand that's holding me, doesn't
Well,
it kind of like
so
screw over grapple?
I'm so just for Foundry's sake, because Zaid, you said you wanted the hand to make the saving throw, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So in the fiction, I'm targeting Dermo to pull him towards me, but for Foundry's sake, I targeted the hand to make it to get the saving throw from the hand. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Sure.
Okay. So it says the hand failed the saving throw.
Okay.
So that would pull Dermo 5 feet towards me.
All right.
And that is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So now, oh shoot, do I still have a clean shot? Shit, I wasn't accounting for Dermo being there.
Big. Can't you just take a step to the side, or
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I still, because I haven't used all my movement, can I go 5 feet up and take a shot?
That's fine.
Okay. Then I'll take a 5 foot step up there and then target.
you know,
it
it's like
my
with the RuneScape pathing system when you walk, and it like goes like 6 steps down and then 1 over instead of just like doing a diagonal or something. It's great.
A 21 will hit it for 9 damage, which actually finishes it off, and it it yeets.
I like to imagine that you what's it called
10 feet.
you pushed it back and it hit its head on something, or what would be a head, and it killed it from the push more than the sap of lightning.
I was thinking more like with one hand, I start running forward with one hand outstretched, my offhand, and like force pull you away, basically.
Yeah, you pull me and then shoot with the other hand at the same time.
And then push the other hand back out as I see you getting or push the other hand out as I see you get released, and just shoot lightning out of it, just whizzing between Dermo and Zephylos.
You look like you're doing a really cool dance too. Getting jiggy with it.
I'm gonna reckless attack.
Mm-hmm. Which one were you targeting?
This one right here.
Okay. You hit it for 7 damage. It is
And I'm
still
gonna
up.
shove this one.
All right. Go ahead and do your thing. You succeed, shoving it 5 feet.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, bird. It's your time.
15.
Should just get con for good measure. In the cone.
Oh, do I have control over the bird?
Double
too?
down on it.
Because
I
it
think
did it's your turn thing as well. For me.
Everybody might? I don't know.
Oh well.
I get the ping for Striggy when your turn's almost up. It's your turn.
I think I just gave
Yeah, I
all
get
of the
it.
familiars permission
Yeah.
from everybody. Because I didn't know who was going to have what at the beginning.
You
Hey,
can change
guys.
that one too if you'd like.
guys,
I don't know how
can I-
exactly.
And I say congratulations. It's only been like 3 years.
Right now.
Let me make this so that only Danny is the owner of all of the familiars. There.
Yes, the owl flies in and just clouds of rolling flame leave
Cool.
its beak as it just.
It was your mom.
Did someone just say me when you're mom?
No. My wife was saying someone
Oh.
called me and I said, yeah, it was your.
The flames thoroughly scorch the remaining 2 crawling hands. And you are once again safe. For now.
So our short rest is over then, DM.
Well, yeah, you can go back to your short rest, I guess.
No, I'm good. I'm just making a joke.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to go
that I
back.
care to have you guys restart the hour. So it'll just be like the whatever 10, 20 minutes that were left.
Is this a good spot to take a 10-minute bio? Because I could pee and I need to walk my dog real quick.
Sure.
Cool beans. I'm gonna run off then. Give me 10.
See you in
10
10.
minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, so I am officially a Slayer Master, my boys.
Fog, congrats.
Hey, scrats.
And last
Nice.
night I actually got the Sands of the Amasket or something like that, which lets you guarantee that the next kill you do is going to kill an Uchabi, which is kind of nice.
Wait, what is that?
It's a drop from the Ripper Demons called the Sands of the something.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either till I got it. It was a huge beam, and it said it was worth like 7 mil. And it says something along the lines of like it guarantees that the next kill on a creature will fill the Uchabi. So I'm sure it's expensive because people use it for the what are they called? The words crow sometimes, the Order of Ascension creatures that everyone farms.
Why would you use it there?
You actually want to get them in your own, what's it called? In your player-owned.
Yeah, but I feel like those are like weak enough that you could farm them really fast, and you wouldn't
The
have
problem
to use
is
the
they're
7
not-
mil item.
They're not very many. There's like 2 of them that you can kind of farm
you're talking
for.
about the healer one.
Yeah, the healer one. Yeah, there's not a lot of them in a single place that's
Yeah.
easy to get to. So
Okay,
people
true.
get them to put into their thing because then when they get, when they want to go for their crossbows, it makes it a lot easier. Which is what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do as well.
I didn't think of that. I would probably see if I knew that that item existed.
It's
Actually, I probably
7.5
wouldn't have
mil, so
I probably wouldn't have spent the money, but it took me like, I think it took me like 200 or 300 kills to get the lava strike worm soul.
oh, you got one now.
Yeah, I got the all the souls like
So
a
when
few
you get the
years
lava
ago for
strike
the
worm
golden
soul,
title.
quickly, if you get the lava strike worm soul and you kill it in your dungeon, do you still roll the chance for all the drops?
I don't know because I put it in the codex.
Oh, gotcha. I'm just imagining because if you do it that way, I mean that's fantastic that you can safely kill it whenever you get a task.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
know. It probably doesn't let you use the what's it called, the demonic skull thing.
right. I'm gonna go to the Sunken Pyramid. I haven't even bought the cape yet, but yeah.
I don't think you can buy the cape until you get 99.
No, I mean I haven't gone to do the
Oh,
yeah.
is this on your iron? Is your
Yeah,
main
it's-
an iron? I forget.
I have a main account that's completely maxed out, but I just
Oh,
really don't enjoy main accounts. So I made the Iron Man like, I think 7 years ago, and I kind of was playing very, very, very minimally on it until I came back about a year ago and started going hard on it. And so since then, I've pretty much made everything.
Gotcha.
Like I came back last year, I made full masterwork. I got a lance. I got like half my stats are 99 now, and I should be slotted to max in like 2 or 3 months if I keep going at this pace.
Someday I will return to my iron.
Well, that's the
that
thing
I
though, is
started.
I wouldn't be playing my Iron Man if my main wasn't so far ahead.
Yeah, see,
Like,
I've been finally getting into like end game bossing. Like,
Yeah,
for
and
the
that's
first
exactly what
time,
happened.
Like a
Is
few years
I
ago.
did that too. I started fighting like really high level bosses and stuff. And like I realized, hey, I'm spending all my time grinding bossing just to get gear to go bossing again. Like I wanted to do something different, so I started doing the Iron Man on the side while I did that. And finally, it just kind of turned out like, oh hey, wait, I can just not do this, and I could just play the other one full time. I forgot that they took the Slayer cape away from Lapalot. How rude.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, they gave it to Kurodel.
Oh, I thought you said Kurodal. Okay.
No,
You're talking about
Lapalot.
like
It's not even close.
years ago. Like Kurodal came out like 2011 or 2012 or something.
I still forget because I went to Lapalot and I was like, "Oh yes, I would like a
10
Slayer
years
cape,
old.
please." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, buddy?"
Is he still the Slayer Cape guy in old school?
Yes, but it's Duradel.
Or did
in
they
old
give it
school.
to the...
No,
Oh,
she
right.
died. No, yeah, Neve died, and Steve is piece of crap, so he doesn't get anything.
Yeah. I thought there was a Prifdin Slayer Master though, or am I?
They might have.
imagining that?
I'm not at that point yet. I'm pretty close, but I'm definitely not Crypt Dennis ready on my main on old school.
I am like 3 skills short of Song of the Elves, but I'm short by like 14 levels in each.
I could probably do Song of the Elves. Let me see actually. What are the requirements?
It's level 70 and like a bunch of crap, like Hunter and Construction and Wood Cutting.
Yeah, wow. Pretty
Yuck.
much just like then.
Oh no, there isn't a Prifdin Slayer Master.
I will search by name. So if I look myself up on the old school.
No. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I am back.
I did verify, by the way, and yes, I do in fact have the stats to do Song of the Elves.
On old school?
Yeah,
Oh damn. How much do you play it?
not at all. I stopped playing.
You don't play... Well, okay, how much did you play it, I guess? I
So
was gonna
when
say, if you have Song of the Elves requirements, that's like the most demanding requirements of like pretty much
yeah,
anything.
so that's the thing
Besides
is I
combat.
played it a lot back in, like when old school first came out.
Oh, 70 Herblore is gonna be so annoying. Oh my god. How am I gonna get
Yes.
that?
So you remember when it first came out, this
Yeah.
thing? My cousin had played RuneScape back when we were kids. And so when it first came out, when old school was first released, me and him were like, oh, we should play that. And so we did.
Yeah, I played it the first few weeks. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that was exactly what we said.
I made
It's like,
so much
great.
money, and I leveled my magic level so fast because I would make and sell the telly tabs.
Yeah. We were standing
For, like,
around
hours.
we were standing in Barrock at some point, and this guy, I don't know what happened, but just dropped like 30 mil coins, and we got it. And literally for the first like 2 months of the game being out, we were living like kings. Like obviously
bet.
everything was super expensive, but 30
Like,
mil
oh
was
yeah,
like
give me
enough to buy
that
anything.
trimmed rune.
Oh,
all
not
that.
even stuff like that. Like we were just like, oh hey, I'm gonna buy a Bandos God Sword the second it came out because we just could. And then we spent it all, and then we were broke for a long time.
Wow, I have like literally no money at all in old school. Like the most expensive thing I have is like my dragon crossbow. And that's pretty much the
have,
only high value item I have.
I have somewhere around like 500 mil or so, but I can't access it
Oh my
because
God.
someone is borrowing it from me. So I have the money, but I don't have access to it.
Actually,
It's
I
kinda
might
like
also
using
have a twisted buckler.
Yeah, I have money, but
I
it's in
think
a
that's
timeshare.
it. It just like, I just kind of hit like a stop, like a, lately, around like level 60, 70 plus, the skills like really grind to a halt.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy the game.
Kinda
That's why I stopped
sucks.
playing. Like I have my
Yeah.
Iron Man on there and I have my main account. It's just something about the game. I just don't like it, and I'm not gonna force myself to play a game I don't enjoy.
Yeah, the
So
thing is,
I
it's
just
such
told
a,
myself like, it's cool, it's really fun. It's just not for me.
yeah. I still play leagues though, because then it's like actually fun.
Yes.
Because
I
it
got
fixes
like
it fixes like 2 of the game's like unfun problems that I have in my eyes, which are
Yeah.
it takes too long to do anything, and the combat is like a little boring. It's a little boring.
a little
It's
boring.
not-
I find it insanely boring.
It's pretty boring. There
What
are
is what is the league thing that you're talking about?
Leagues in old school, it's like a custom game mode. It's like what a private server would be, but it's on the main game.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's like it's a temporary game. I wish they would make it not temporary.
Yeah.
But it's a
Yeah, I
temporary
know,
game
right?
mode that they run for like 3 to 6 weeks, something like that. Every year they've done it for 3 years now.
3,
In
yeah.
the fall.
And it has special
essentially
rule sets. It's completely like
It's got
like the
different
second one.
rules.
The
So
second one is the one that most players played, and it literally said you can only unlock 3 sections of the game, and you had to do everything you could possibly do in 3 sections.
Yeah, so you know like Swampletics, like the Mauritania locked Iron Man?
I don't.
Oh my god.
It's a
oh
guy
my
who
god. Okay,
he
never
only
mind.
can be in Mauritania. So if you
He-
imagine your account only ever being
Yeah,
able to be in
he was a
Mauritania,
super popular like YouTuber and whatever, where he made an Ultimate Iron Man, and he said, "I'm gonna only do stuff in Mauritania," and that's what he did. And
He
then
did
I
that
think
for,
was
like,
the
3
inspiration
years.
for League's number 2,
yes,
because they did
that's correct.
the special thing about League's Trailblazer League was you would region lock it would actually region lock you.
Like you
You'd
literally
unlock-
could not go into other areas, even
And
if
so
you
yeah,
wanted to.
you would start with like 1 region, and then you could unlock up to 3, I think.
But you also unlocked like special abilities, like you could attack
Yeah.
2 times faster, and you could have like healing and shit like that.
Okay.
And so the fun thing
Mhm.
about it though is once you choose an upgrade, that's it. That's your upgrade. And people
Yeah.
would be like, "Don't pick this upgrade." And someone would be like, "I'm gonna pick it." 5 minutes later, that person's like, "I really wish I didn't pick it."
Yeah, see, I picked the stupid fairy ring one.
Yeah, everyone says the same thing. They had the big fairy ring.
I was
or the
like,
jewelry
this
one,
looks
and
great
everyone was
because
mad.
I can do the fairy rings from anywhere.
I'm just gonna tell you,
And
I'm
then
a
I
smarty.
realized-
I picked recall, and guess
Yeah,
what?
that was
I
the only
literally-
good one.
I was literally sitting there doing
So
bandos.
broken.
Like I would teleport to Bandos and I'd bank, and I'd teleport to Bandos and I'd bank.
Yeah, so they would give you these like, some of it was like QOL, but a lot of it was like just like really strong buffs.
Literally
so
just broken. Like
it would
sometimes
be
it was
like-
stuff that was like actually
like
broken.
you could teleport somewhere and then just go back to where you teleported from. So like you could run over to like the fire rune altar once, and then like do your runes, craft your
Oh my
runes,
God.
teleport to a bank, and then just go right back, and you could do it
Yeah,
as
so
many
like
times
I got
as you wanted.
99. I got 99 strength, so I unlocked the teleport to the guild, to the
and-
Warriors Guild, and it was a bank like 5 by the way.
Yeah, and on top of that, you'd get like between 5 and 16 times XP rates, depending on how far you got.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
insane.
Um,
you were literally maxed in a few days.
In Trailblazer 2, you would pick one of the early ones. You'd pick one of the 3 styles, and you get like it's like an accuracy buff, and then you also get double attack speed, which was really funny because you could like throw darts at 1 tick speed, which is
Yes,
hilarious. Or you could blow pipe at 1 tick, or crystal
The
bow at 2
animation
tick.
could not even keep up. You literally looked
Yeah.
insane.
It was
Wow.
awesome.
It was the best experience I've ever had. In
And
old
those
school.
are like
I
those are
actually
like
played it. They brought it back
those are
out.
like the lower level buffs too, although the lower ones are stronger. They later on you could get like the build that I went for was ranged, so you get the double range speed. I got when you deal damage, you leech not only HP but you leech prayer. So you could just like camp augury or whatever the ranged prayer was.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't lose any prayer points.
Damn.
Or you
It
could
was
just like
busted. It was
camp,
so
you could
fun.
just like camp your protection prayer and just AFK forever on something.
That's how I learned to do the in-game content.
It was
though, 'cause
great.
You could
It was
learn it with
like-
like a handicap, pretty much.
It was like the devs were like, okay, what if we made old school like fun, and but let's just only make it temporary, so you have to wait like
But then, hey, you know what's
48
messed
weeks
up?
and then play it for 4 weeks. It's like, oh,
You know what's
come
messed
on,
up
man.
though, Zane, is that one was temporary, but then the Dead Man mode isn't temporary.
Yeah, but
They had
Deadman
that
mode is
permanent
like
world. for it.
open world PvP, and I don't want to deal with that.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They don't even
Like,
have the cool buffs. It's just the XP thing.
That's what I'm saying. They have a permanent world for Dead Man mode, which no one plays, but not
Yeah,
one
exactly.
for leagues, which everyone would play. Like, what?
Why
You want to
couldn't
get
they just
membership? Come on.
right? Why couldn't they just leave like a version of leagues with no high scores up all the
Yeah,
time?
just leave one world. We're not
'Cause-
asking for like a permanent thing. Just one world
Yeah.
for it where it runs forever. Boom. You have
People
like a
have been
million
like
players.
freaking out about it because like so many people are like hyper focusing on the high scores aspect of it, which is why people are like, oh, it can't go too long because then people that want to get the high scores are gonna burn out. Like, I don't care. I just want to play the fun version of old school. Like, get out
Yeah,
of here.
let them burn out. Who cares? They're gonna keep playing anyway. If they're sitting there
Like-
doing 17 hours a day, they're gonna keep playing anyway.
Yeah. And then the third leagues that they did, I didn't play the first one, but the third one that they did
Third one was trash.
it wasn't as good. That instead of region locking, and instead of permanently unlocked buffs, you would unlock what do they call them? Relics. So
Relics,
you
yeah.
could swap them out whenever you wanted,
It's pretty much
Which
like
is
archaeology
cool.
relics.
which was cool because you could do whatever you wanted. But it was less cool because you had less things actually limiting you. So it was kind of just playing a beefed up version of a main account.
Okay.
So less interesting.
Not only that, but it's also like
and-
literally a lot of the relics were kind of whatever. Like some
And
of them
yeah,
were cool.
the relics were like not as good. They completely got rid of the double attack speed ones, which were the coolest part about
The stuff that made
Trailblazer.
combat
to be
actually
100%
feel like
honest.
engaging.
The relics were arguably stronger though toward the end, but they were like not as fun. And
Yeah.
the interface that they made for swapping them out was like really crappy, and they like didn't have any, like you'd activate up to like 6 or 7 of them, but they didn't have, and they all had like different set effects and whatever. But they didn't have like any way to like save a preset or something, so you'd constantly be switching them out manually and have to remember
People
what your
said-
combinations were. It was so annoying.
People said that they spent more time in the interface trying to figure out their relics than they did actually playing the game.
Honestly, it's true. You'd spend like you'd have to spend like 20 minutes when you unlocked a new relic or a new relic slot to like figure out what your best combo was. It was really annoying.
Yeah. And so a lot
But
of
it
people
was
didn't like
kind
it
of
for good
satisfying once you figured it out what it was. So like I would do
reason. Yeah.
I didn't get too far. I only got to like God Wars 1 sort of stuff. Not endgame bossing this time, but you could do like the same like recall teleport thing as in Leagues 2 with one of the set effects. So I would like go to God Wars, and I think they got rid of the kill count thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I
they
think
like
so.
made it not as bad.
Yeah. I think it might have been dropped to like 5
Something
or something
like
something
that.
really small.
Yeah. So I would like go over there, get like 2 kills, and then like restock because I suck. And do it again.
League
And
one
I
was
think
really
I
fun.
think the best thing that I really got this last time was I looted a Staff of the Dead, and I got a couple of
Nice.
kills at what the hell is he called? The snake.
Zora.
Zora.
Yeah,
That's about
Leagues
it.
1 was probably my second favorite because Leagues 1 was just in
I didn't
Zaya,
play
and
one.
I didn't know what Zaya was at the time, so it's a really great introduction to Zaya without having the. It was the same thing as Leagues 2, except you only could be in Zaya. So it was a lot. It was a lot different than because it was the first one. They were still testing it, but you had to get used to the new island that no one ever went to,
Yeah,
and it made a lot of people appreciate it too. They went to say it.
that sounds nice. I'm sad that I skipped out on it.
I didn't even mean to skip out on it. I only played the tail end of it just because I wanted to check it out.
The next time that they do leagues, which hopefully will be this fall and not delayed to this winter like last
like they
year,
did last
because they were like, oh, we want to keep fixing it to make sure that it's right. But really, I think the community's speculation was that the devs were suddenly like, wait, we just released Group Iron Man. Why don't we push this back? So that we can capitalize on the hype of Group Iron Man.
I guarantee that's what it actually was.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that that's what they did. So they literally just
didn't want to push
delayed
off Group Iron Man because they had already promised it to everyone. So they said, okay, wait, we'll just push back.
But I was so salty.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to play it really bad.
Well, in fall and
I wanted to play it. I wanted to play it over the holiday season because I would have a lot more free time.
Yep, that's exactly what I mean. It's more people have free time in the fall leading to the winter than after winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Because after winter, when you get back to school and back to your midterms and stuff like that, like
yeah,
a lot of
I still had plenty of time to play it and burn out, but I was still annoyed. Hopefully, they release it earlier this year, though, if they're doing it again. And
I'm excited to see what they can come up with, because as long as they stay different, that's all I care about.
Yeah, one thing that they need to do is they really need to change out the achievements. Get some new ones or like swap some out so it's not like exactly the same stuff as before, and add some more stuff that's limiting again, because that was the fun part of it for me.
Yeah, the theory crafting, figure out what you could do.
That was the fun part. Swapping out the relics is like kind of like theory crafting, but it's annoying. I really love the theory crafting of like, okay, what if I unlock this region and that region, like what can I get?
Yeah, I spent so much time in Excel. I swear to God, I spent like half my day.
I spent a lot of time in the wiki, like looking up, like, okay, like I want to do a ranged build, so I gotta do, I gotta get what the hell do they call them? Western lands.
Or, you had to get the Western lands to get the blowpipe, and you have to do Prifddinas, you can get the Bow of Ferdinand. Actually, I don't think Bow of Ferdinand was out yet, so you had to do that for the ranged armor, the crystal armor, right?
Yeah, the crystal armor was awesome. I did that when I did the ranged build.
There's a lot of good things. I do kind of miss it as a concept.
The thing that pissed me off in Leagues 2 is I was trying to get an Amulet of Torment.
Yep.
The ranged one, which you have to do the demonic gorillas for, and
yes,
demonic gorillas just suck in general. But also it took me like 5 or 10 times the expected drop rate to get the sticky thing.
Yeah.
And it
ended up with like
burned me out. I was so upset.
I ended up with like 6 they're called something with a Z.
Zenite?
Zenite, yeah, Zenites. I ended up with like 6 Zenites and then like 4 full crossbows by the end of the grind. I enjoyed it though because it was just tormented demons, which I've done plenty of on the main game.
True, it is very much like tormented demons, but I thought it was annoying because
well, with the old school combat,
like, the old school prayer flicking, it's like I don't like. It's so annoying. Like there's no keybinds, so you gotta like do everything with the mouse, which is like it's not like it's like harder in like a fun way. It's just like annoying.
Yeah.
It's just harder in an annoying way. To like have to do it just with the mouse pointer, and then also in old school you have to, and I'm sure you probably know this already, but in old school when you prayer flick, you have to do it on the tick that the attack is cast, not on the tick that it hits you, which is really annoying. That's true of most things, not everything, but most things you have to do it when the attack is made.
Well, that's what we gotta do in the game here. You have to put your prayers on before the attack is actually cast.
It's so annoying.
And range is a different tick set than magic. Magic.
Are we all back or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys were here this whole time? Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Like I came in like 3 times and was like, I'm back, and no one.
I did not hear you.
I didn't hear anybody speak for like 10 minutes.
Because you guys were talking.
Oh my god, you should have said something. What the...
Zach said he was back in chat, and Danny talked, and I said something. We all said something. You guys were just talking to each other. It's fine.
Just Gavin.
What?
You're very passionate.
Where?
I think
You
we
did
all
say it right
announced
there.
we were here at some point.
Oh
So-
my god, I did go to the bathroom.
Nope, you were talking the whole time I was here.
What the heck?
There
Oh,
wasn't.
that's so funny.
Alright, well, let's
I said
play.
it 2 or 3 times. Like, yeah, I was 10:18. I said, I'm back.
I was probably... No, I didn't hear anything at 10:18. I was back here at that time.
Okay.
Lies.
I know you were back here because I heard you and August talking.
Yeah, I heard
Nobody
Jab come
said
back.
Nothing.
You guys stayed quiet the whole time that we were just chit chatting.
We were
I-
quiet. I said I interjected 3 times.
I
and
heard nothing.
said something twice. Sometimes you gotta
Maybe-
choose to listen.
Maybe we muted you guys.
I didn't mute nobody.
We muted them all just to
Alright,
ignore.
let's get back at it then. You have finished off the hands, and I'm going to say that you guys sit down for a couple more minutes, finish off your short rest, during which time you are no longer disturbed any further.
Could I take these leaves things here and put them into the brazier?
Sure. They're wet, though, because they're, like, alive.
That's fine. I'll cut them off at the base and load them into the brazier. Same thing with the
Okay.
vines. If I have any vines left from the entangle I cast.
I think they, like, disappear in a magical way.
Okay,
when
that's fine. So yeah,
spells.
I'll take these here and these here, and I'm gonna just
Mhm.
hold a produce flame on them to try and get them to light.
Okay, yeah, it takes a minute for them to get going, but eventually it does
Okay, awesome.
light up once they've dried.
Is there a way to do a light source or?
I'm making it right now.
And now that I have my
campfire.
detect magic up, I feel more comfortable doing the exploration.
You guys want to take a rest before we go back in, or are we all set still?
You just finished a short rest, so
Yeah,
if you
we
want to
should-
do your hit dice, go ahead and do that
Oh,
now.
okay.
I think Dermo was the only one that got hurt.
Yeah. So how do you do that?
And click the short rest button on your sheet where it says hit
I
dice on
see
the
it.
top.
I see it. Okay. So I do roll.
And you could do as many of those as you like. You have 4 to use.
It automatically added that back, right?
I think it did, because it looked
It
like
looked
your
like
bar
it did.
went up.
It did. So I'll just do one more just to give myself full health.
Looks like you're back to full. Nice. Okay. Which way now?
You said, Con, you said to the right that you saw something.
So I said to the right, I got a leaking, like an inkling of a suspicion that the statues weren't what that they led on to be.
Which statues? The ones inside the room?
Yeah, I'll as I kind of take a step forward, I'll like stop and look back at Deishu, like to make sure he's coming with,
I'll follow.
and I'll walk back over to that room,
I'll walk with them.
and I'll kind of point in the entrance.
Wait. Could I take a look around and see where's that close one off to? Is he following us, or is he completely gone?
He started walking out of the way before you guys decided where to go.
Does he start following us, or is he still going his own way?
He's coming now.
Okay.
Danny's muted
Our lights
right
aren't
now, by the way.
updated.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry, I was checking out the area, but if you guys are heading over here, I'll come over here.
Our lights
Here,
aren't
here
updated,
comes
though.
Zephylos with the, he's the only one that's carrying a light source right now.
Oh, could I?
I mean, I'm wearing the goggles. I put them back on when I woke up.
Yep.
But I would point at this one. I say, that one is normal. The other ones are not.
Does it show that I cast dark vision on myself?
Oh, I'll add it to your thing. There you go.
That way I don't end up hurting myself. Okay, so how many do we see? We see at least 3. These look very similar to the ones at the front gate, don't they?
They do.
That's why I said what I said when I came back.
Absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. Well, we know that the ones at the front gate moved, so I would only assume that these also moved. But they're made of stone, so how can they possibly move?
How indeed.
Now, he said that he sent something weird from them. Would I have known about, creatures made of stone like these? Would I have heard
Um,
anything?
you could try to recall some information with a nature check. You have heard of some creatures that resemble stone. You're not sure exactly what they look like, but you did see those statues move, so those could have been it, maybe. Although they didn't seem to attack you or anything. It's possible that these could be them, but it's hard to say, because you could also just make a statue that looks like it.
Right. Well, these things look relatively infernal, you would say, right?
They do. They look demonic.
I'll speak out in the language of the demons, and I'll say to the statue, "What master do you serve?"
You get no response.
But not so friendly. It seems as though he has spit into your hand.
I'll pull my my battering ram out and I'll say, "You can use my lockpick set. It works on statues."
Khan, would you mind opening this lock here?
I would, in the same enthusiastic voice.
It's not pleading for its life yet, so it must not be animate.
This one isn't, like I said, the other two were. This one up here and this one up right here were glowing up when I divine sensed, which is not what I told you.
Oh, they were specifically glowing. Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
And giving off a noxious odor because they're fiends, I believe, right?
They shit themselves, yes.
I'd know what they were. I know what creature type they were. I wouldn't know what they were necessarily.
Could you highlight real quick which two you said saw a light from?
This is the only one that looked normal.
That one looked normal. The other two gave off light.
The one that is right in front of you that I'm pinging right here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's open this lock just in case.
I'll hold out my lockpick set and if you want to grab it.
I'll go ahead and take a grab. I haven't used it before, but I can definitely give it a shot.
It is at this point, as you guys start making your preparations, but are not quite ready, that the two statues that Khan identified previously suddenly spring to life and thrust themselves forward toward the party. So roll for initiative.
All right, I will. DM, just so you know, I didn't hand off the thing. If that happened right as I was doing it, I'm now holding the battering ram.
Okay. That's fine. Let me fix the position of these tokens here. I'm removing the statue map icon and replacing it with the token to avoid any confusion. Uh-oh. Oh, one of them rolled a 1. Boo. But do we want to see what's inside? Was I the only one that heard that?
Oh, my Dara's show in the background, probably. I'm surprised my mic can pick up on some stuff like that. Kind of insane.
Sorry.
Why is it
I turned my
highlighting
volume up to watch the wrong
stringy?
slide.
No, it's fine. I'm surprised
There
that
it
I picked
is.
it up.
Oh,
I
we're
was
missing
trying to-
Khan's initiative.
Plus, only the DM heard it for
Do we
some
get
reason. So,
There we go.
That's usual right there, 6. You know, that's what I figured I'd be rolling a lot of.
All right, Dermo, you are the first to react. As the two gargoyles that are now tokens and not map icons start moving toward the party.
wait, I thought you said that the one at the
So-
bottom was more man.
This one and this one have animated.
Yeah. But didn't he just say that the ones at the? Needless to say. Oh well.
No.
Okay, so I will rush over to. Here, real quick question: do I still have my sword, or is it a time-gated thing?
Your flaming blade only would
similar
have lasted 10
Lasts for
minutes,
the
so it's
duration.
gone.
Okay, yeah, okay, no problem. So, with that being said, let me check and see what I even can do. I still have some spell slots, but I'm not going to waste everything just yet. How long does this shillelagh last? Is it also 10 minutes?
It is 1 minute, so you have to recast that too.
Okay. I'll go ahead and bonus action cast shillelagh just to go ahead and get that started. And then I will use shillelagh to beat the gargoyle in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Alright, you give it a thwack with your magical stick for 5 damage. Doesn't look happy, but it's not particularly wounded.
DM, question about these structures that are attacking.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Are they just using like their hands, or what do they have? I guess. What am I seeing them attack with?
Well, they haven't made an attack yet, so you'll find out on the first one.
Oh yeah, Dermo just rolled. Okay, yeah. Describe that when you get to that. Then I guess I'm curious.
Yeah, nothing's attacked just yet. They haven't had a chance to.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah, that's my bonus action and my action. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Bird.
Bird is going to move up, help action, move back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it is the close gargoyle that will attack first. It actually had its sights set on Zephylos, who was closest to him before Dermo approached, so he's going to do a little maneuver like that.
Goes my hero.
And attempt to attack him. It first strikes by swinging its claws at Zephylos. That's a lovely sound. It misses with just a 10, and then it goes in with a bite, which hits with a 21 for a mere 3 piercing damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna step into the room and fire my lightning at the gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this affects stone-like creatures.
Yeah,
How
definitely.
indeed.
You know, they always say stone is very affected by lightning.
Oh,
Alright, you,
roll another d20. You have advantage.
Yes, from the help action from the bird.
Alrighty.
Fish for that crit.
DM, can I? Is the lightning sound effect something you can modify?
I might be able to make it quieter.
It is
Let's
bad
see.
on my speakers. I usually have a headset on, but with the headset, it's tough too. It sounds like radio static, and it's like sharp and like
Let's
sudden.
see.
It's sudden like
what
a
I
lightning
can
launcher
do
should
about
be, and I
that.
hate it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
your
I have
immersion
earphones
is
on, and
meh.
I have absolutely 0 hearing left, so it worked out.
Brother, can you cast the lightning quieter?
Let me see. I think I can edit the sound to go down because it is pretty loud.
I imagine like before we joined this party,
Let's
like
try it again. How was that?
little better.
Should've
A
been
little,
much
not.
higher,
It's
okay.
it's about the same for me, honestly.
Really?
It's close to about the same. Do it again.
Keep passing it.
Oh, well, wait. That just didn't attack roll it.
It's a little bit better.
That was better. That was better. Yeah.
Should I turn down more?
Maybe like 25% more, and that's probably fine.
Okay, I'll put
25% lower, he
there.
means, not more.
Okay. Alright.
It should-
Just roll 100 of them so we can hear it all at once.
Let's
So we
see.
can
Did
get
he
it over.
fail the saving throw? He did,
did,
so he will
sir.
get pushed back 10 feet.
And
There,
that
and take the lightning damage, which I think I already did. In there.
and,
Yes, I did.
That is
Uh,
the end of my turn.
Zephylos, your turn.
I look over at Dermo and I say, I want to test out a theory. Try hitting it with fire.
Jeez.
And I'll look over at the other one, and I want to bap it with an ice rush,
Okay.
which is the cantrip.
Mm-hmm. A 10 will miss.
Okay, and then I'll move forward to be the tank that I am.
Oh, yes. Khan's turn.
Yes, sir. I am. So what did they attack with? Did they get an attack? The gargoyle that went down?
Yes, they strike with claws and bites.
Like stone claws. It looks like they're made of stone. Yeah.
They appear to be made of stone.
The
Very-
gimmick.
Very cool. I am going to use my movement and. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to use my action to dash first. Actually, how's this phrased? Immediately after. All right, I'm going to move like 10 feet of movement so that my dash gives me the Goring Rush bonus.
Okay.
So I got 15 feet of movement, and then I'm going to dash, Goring Rush, and then roll that. Does this count as reckless?
Yeah, you can use reckless on this, sure.
It's the first attack of your turn. I mean, it's an unarmed attack, technically.
Pretty sure you can use reckless on any weapon attack or melee weapon attack.
It says, starting second level, you can throw aside all concerns for defense. Make your first attack. It doesn't say anything about weapons. Oh, wait. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls. Yeah, okay, so it wouldn't. Gotcha, I see it.
Also, doesn't it work on all your attacks for the turn? It's not just the
No,
first
it's just it's the first one of the attack. It'd be really busted at high levels.
No. It says when you make your first attack, blah blah blah, advantage on melee weapon attack rolls during this turn. So you're supposed to use it at when you make the first attack that you make during your turn, but it affects all of them on your turn.
And that's really busted then. I'm glad I only have one barbarian in all my campaigns I've pretty much played in.
Well, it is balanced by the fact that people will hit you a lot.
I mean,
It's pretty much you're just using
but
Berserk.
do they? Because usually they don't have Dex as a dump stat, and they're just running around naked, smashing everything. Anywho, normal attack.
The answer is, of course, yes.
Wait, are you doing it reckless or not?
It's not a melee weapon, so I'm not going to consider it a reckless. Unless you.
I would say that you can use it on that. Why not?
Okay.
DM says, why not? And you want to give them an answer, but you also don't want to lose your abilities.
Ah, see, it says your horns are natural melee weapons.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Good thing too, because the 14 would have missed. I'm gonna keep the first damage roll though. for 5
Yeah.
piercing, and the Goring Rush just lets you do the attack as a bonus action. So that's it, right?
Yep, that's my turn. I use the dash action movement. I guess I have movement still.
Yeah, you have 25 more.
15, and now I have 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there in case Dermo wants to get spicy with it. Actually, I'm gonna go right here.
All right.
I know it puts me in the stairwell in case something comes down, but that's kind of where Con would want to be because his tribe's right here, you know.
Okay. These stairs go up, by the way.
Yeah, something could come down is what I'm saying. Like something could fly down even, but Con is aware
Yeah.
that he wants to be in between whatever comes down in Dermo right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my turn.
You're ready.
All right, is the other gargoyle's turn,
So Rockmile
and he's gonna move here and attack Zephylos.
for Rockmile.
Striking first with his bite. With a nat 1 to hit, and then his
Almost
claws.
hit.
Almost. You got a 5. He got another nat 1. What the heck?
Zephylos is just kung fu dodging. out here.
Double nat 1. He is like, he's like tripping all over himself, and Zephylos is just like no hands dodging all of his attacks.
Who needs a tank when you never get hit? Am I right?
He's like blocking all the attacks like Vader in that one episode of Kenobi.
Yeah.
Like no lightsaber. Just
Spoiling it
hands.
for those who haven't seen it, but yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
you don't know what fight it is.
Well, that's also that's like a big thing. Is
All the
you can't
Vader
spoil
moments are
it.
tight though. Don't ruin them.
You can't ruin a visual thing though, can you? Like, oh, it looked really cool. It's like you wouldn't know unless you saw it, right?
All right, but if I say tight butthole, you mentally picture tight butthole, right?
Not always. I mean,
What?
some not the picture.
I
What?
just did.
What happened? We're playing D&D. What happened?
What's this?
Anyway,
Dermo's turn.
Dermo's turn. So you said you wanted me to try it out with fire, so I am going to fire him. Fire him.
You're
The
fired.
target. Yeah, I was trying not to because of politics, but yeah, reference. Spellbook. Flame. Do I get advantage for any reason?
Actually, you get disadvantage because you're right next to him.
No, not.
Okay, that's fine. You have regular now. A 15 will hit him for 5 fire damage.
All right.
Scorched.
Zephylos, what
He's
was
still
I
doing
supposed
okay.
to prove?
Thank you. You've proven us suspicion.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I will hang out and wait.
Very good. Not everybody thinks to do that with their bonus.
Yeah, I
Using
want to
the
make sure I
bonus
use
to
it up.
wait. No one thinks that. Everyone's like, I'm using my action to wait, but like,
Yeah,
using
that'd be
bonus
silly.
action to wait. That's smart, you know.
Yeah, I can't live a life where I haven't used all my slots. You know what I mean?
I'd like to hold my reaction for when something happens for me to trigger one.
Yeah, I want to hold my action as well for when
That's smart.
he gets triggered. Whenever he's
Um,
triggered, I want to activate.
I'll go do a help action against the one that's being sandwiched by them. For that sweet
Oh,
advantage.
right. Mm-hmm. And then just fly back.
Yep. Just fly back
Alright.
exactly where it is. Therefore, I'm lazy.
Incredible. Let's see. I'm gonna have this one actually go over and try to tag team with the other one against Zephylos.
You're gonna be made into a rock cake.
Khan, you get your opportunity attack
With advantage.
I'm still reckless.
with advantage because he reckless doesn't go outside of your turn.
That's
But
fair.
you have advantage from the bird.
Now, keep in mind, I am still holding my lockpick set, so I'd like to attack with that if that's a thing. They're made of
make-
stone. Would you consider that siege damage, or because they're animated now, they're like magical?
You could make an improvised weapon. That'd be fun.
Okay, I'll do it. Let's swing at him, dude. I'll fucking do it. You think I will? I'll swing at him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we don't even need rock hammers,
Just
to be
do
honest.
I guess that'd be a strength-based weapon attack without
Plus the modifier
proficiency,
that you
but with the advantage.
I mean, would it? So it'd be. What would be the modifier on it? The weapon, or there'd be a modified weapon modifier, or the one that the actual thing gives for making it?
What?
Because it has its own modifier.
I don't remember what that is.
I can look it up.
It's a +4 to athletics checks used to like leverage it.
I got you.
Sure. Give me a d20 plus 4. We'll use that as your attack roll. Why not?
All right, it's one better than a strength check, so why not?
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
And I'm
clearly
probably
we
just
need a
going
rock hammer to finish them off.
make
This
up
is it.
The damage. Probably like d10 and strength.
23.
You have advantage. You want to fish for crit?
Yeah, I'll fish for a crit every time. I do be rolling crits at night, boys.
There it goes.
23.
23 hits. Roll me a d10 plus your strength. Battering ram confirmed. Better weapon than Marshall's. All right. Yeah. You perhaps not having quite enough time to get your regular weapon out, or maybe in just a moment of excitement, you take the opportunity to swing back your battering ram and strike him as he turns around to jump on Zephylos, and you actually hit him for a good amount of damage there.
Love that idea.
Okay. You are noticing, however, at this point, though, that some of your weapon attacks are not quite as effective as you would have hoped. Namely, I think just cons so far.
Yeah, because the rest of us use magical weapons.
Yeah, they have cool stuff. Oh yeah, and then it's gonna attack Zephylos with flanking bonus, claws,
+2.
10, bite, 13, nothing.
I like to imagine like my freaking like Mandalorian armor, like they're like clawing into it, but the mage armor just won't give.
Did I show your turn?
Alright, I'm shooting the gargoyle that just moved away, and that's probably a miss.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Then as a bonus action, I'm going to attempt to use telekinetic shove to pull it 5 feet towards me, and that also fails. So that's
It was not within 30 feet of you, so
That
please
is
move
true.
up 10 feet. At least. It indeed succeeded, so that didn't do anything either.
Right. Zephylos is unconcerned with the enemies
course
that are
he
surrounding
is.
him.
Of course.
In fact, they're not doing enough
They've
damage
been
to him.
they've
so
been
he,
whiffing so hard.
so he has
These
to
are
do his own damage.
CR2s.
Go on. Let's go. I'm going to spend 10 hit points,
Mm-hmm.
which will give me back 5 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make the one north of me have its insides boil.
Uh-huh.
Now that I know that fire actually affects it.
Good to know.
Okay. So it's going to be 18 damage, and it's in such crippling pain it falls prone.
Ooh, okay. Bro.
As I boil its insides. And I once again, with more assertion, yell at them in infernal, "Who do you serve?"
It lets out an anguishing growl and cusses in Infernal before as it falls over.
And then I get 5 temp HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because it has disadvantage, I'm actually going to move away on its attack of op.
Oh yeah, okay, it will make that disadvantage opportunity attack. Why not? Interesting. Both of its attacks are pretty much the same. Disadvantage roll. Wow, it got another nat 1. That's awesome.
Nice. I'm like, these things virtually can't touch me, so why would I disengage,
Right? Yeah. They're just terrible. Alrighty, Khan's turn. We'll finish up this round and then we'll end for the day.
How are these things like looking? Pretty stony still, or are they like?
They're looking okay, actually.
All right, I'm going to. It'd be what? Drop the battering ram and grab my lance would be a bonus action.
Yep. Or that would be dropping is free, grabbing is item interaction, so that's it.
It's an action.
What?
You said it's an action?
No. Dropping is free. Grabbing an item is an item interaction.
Yeah.
So you'd still have both of your good.
All right. So that's what I was just confirming. Yeah. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to bonus action, divine favor my lance.
Okay. Cool.
And I am going to kind of sidestep the one that Zephylos is working. But I'm going to go like right here. And I'm going to poke this one with my lance.
Alright, you have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, and I'm going to reckless too, so.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, he's prone, so there you go. That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
He's not unconscious, just prone?
No, he's just prone. A 21 will hit with 5, and should we take that 1d4 that you rolled already, I guess?
I'm rolling it now.
Alright, yeah, you can reroll it, that's fine. And it's still 1. Okay.
But it's, he'll take 1 radiant damage, if that means anything.
It does indeed help a little bit. Okay.
And then, how much movement do I have left?
How about you move 15? So you got another 15? Okay.
With my back turned to the gargoyle right here.
Alright. This guy will stand up from prone. Indeed. They're gonna try and stick onto Zephylos here. He'll sidestep you. Stay out of the, or keep from getting an opportunity attack here and just give up the flanking, and attack him again. Trying to go for the ganging up strategy. Claws still rolling low. Bite, another nat 1. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're gonna end here right now because we're over time.
I could do another round personally, but
I would like to go.
Alright.
So we'll pick this up later, and we're not quite really very close to ending this encounter anyway.
I got you.
Cool.
You want to make a note of me being divine, whatever?
Yeah.
Divine blessing, divine favor.
Let's see. Add a little marker, like this one. Then at least we'll note that something happened. We'll see it in the chat if we roll up, but I'm gonna make that your responsibility. Remember it.
Yeah, it just is.
There you go. That
Yeah.
works.
You don't delete it.
Who is Kn? Oh,
Oh, he.
Kn.
Okay.
All right. Let's wrap up. 3 favorites.
I think I went first last time, so I'll wait.
I'll go first. My favorite thing the GM did was almost final destinationing me with the gate, and the fact that the gate was just an easy like pull up anyways, but the GM let us, still try brute force through it because we have no brain cells collectively. All of that entire interaction was
I
perfect.
mean, we collectively have 2 brain cells that are actively fighting for 3rd place.
Yeah, so not very promising group, but very fun door encounter. Something someone else did. I like that even though Khan is still extremely upset with me, me being Azephilos, of course, that he still we still have that mutual enemy being Zamarok, and when it comes down to business, we still work very well together. I like to see that we can prioritize our goals.
I'm paid to do a job.
Oh yeah. And something I did. I don't know. I like being the first, despite being the wizard. I like rushing in front of enemies and being like, "Yeah, hit me, you son of a bitch." And then I like that, they don't hit me, so I'm like, "Fuck, fine, I'll do it myself."
They're rolling so bad.
I was just waiting for one of them to hit, only to use shield, just to really salt in the wound.
Yeah, until they get like a 24 or something.
Yeah. It'll happen eventually.
Mhm.
But today's not that day. And yeah, that's my 3 things. Very fun session. I like the dungeon crawl. It's very enjoyable.
There's more to come. We have made it like 5 feet into the
I know we've done nothing virtually.
Gmal drop?
but so
What?
it goes.
What? Sorry, what happened? Nothing?
Legend goes, if we make friends with the abyssal demons on the roof, they'll give us a whip.
You said another range weapon? Khan's interested in another range weapon.
Ranged weapon?
Yeah, whips are range.
Oh, reach. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They got range on them.
Maybe you can convince them to give you one of their spines.
That's what the abyssal whip is, right? It's just you pull out their spine and whip people with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be a hard sell, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't dip into persuasion.
You might have some difficulty getting that willingly from them.
What's their wand, GM? Tell us, what's the abyssal wand?
Oh, I don't think I even wrote stats for the wand. I don't think that exists here.
Did you make the orb?
I don't think so.
So
I
what
didn't
are,
write
we,
stats for literally everything.
what are we gonna ponder, DM?
You'll see.
There's a big orb on the top floor. We can ponder that.
Yeah.
It's called a void rift into the abyss. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
I'll go next. So something that the DM did that I liked was this gargoyle encounter. I can tell is going to spark off to be something interesting because it's going to be it's just 2 meaty things. I like that we have a variety of mobs in here. The crawling hands was fun. I liked how they just kept crawling in. I liked the mental imagery of them crawling over each other. I guess I gave that to myself when they died. Crawling over each other to get in position. There was a mob of them in the doorway that felt kind of cool. Something that someone else did was Dermo kind of posted up guard in the entranceway, which I liked. And then something that I did I finally hit a bunch of shit. That was awesome. I critted it a couple times. That was sick. And I used my battering ram as a weapon. That was tight.
Very cool. I'll go next. I feel like there's something right at the beginning that I thought was really cool. I forget what it was though.
I think I know what it is, but I let everyone have a chance to do something before I bring it up.
Damn it, what was it? It might have been like some small comment that somebody made. Now I can't remember what it was. I like
We can circle back to it.
I like the Dermo. I feel like used a nicer variety of spells this time. Some stuff that I think he hasn't used before to
I
good
definitely
effect. That was really nice. That was a very beefy usage of Entangle, for sure. And then the Flame Blade was also great.
The Entangle really helped too because it made them not all come at once, so we didn't get surrounded.
Exactly. Yeah, it
Tapered
took them
off
like
the,
forever. They basically like only reached you by the time you had half of them dead.
Yep, that was my intention
so
with it. Yeah, absolutely.
It was super helpful. Something that I did, I definitely wanted to. As soon as you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just short rest in here," I was like, "Nah," and that was like, "Okay, yeah."
No, you won't.
I was like, "Should I
Alright.
do it? Should I do it? Yeah, I probably should." So I mean, I thought it was fairly plausible. The hands,
Yeah, we made a
you know,
lot of noise
to
coming in
wander
anyway.
around,
So
and yeah,
no,
also you made literally a ton of noise when you got there.
But
so
hands don't have ears, so
Good
they probably
point.
felt the vibrations in their fingertips. Because fingers
right.
have some of the most perceptive
Although
senses.
I don't know if I wrote them. I think I gave them blind sight, not tremor sense.
Well, have you ever put your hand on a desk and you could feel like the slight vibrations?
Yes,
like,
they
a mile
probably
away?
could. There's a decent chance they could have still felt it.
I mean, we banged a door
Although
with a
they would have
giant
been like a couple
lock
hundred
pick.
feet away, so maybe I don't know. Anyhow, I thought that was a good idea. And it led to an interesting fight, and then something that you guys did together. I don't know. I also thought it was kind of funny that you guys just like bashed the portcullis open when nobody even like touched it, and literally if you would have just like touched it, would have just gone up by itself.
Yeah, I think you're forgetting. This is going to be a long-running thing where we do not try to open doors. We try and break doors.
I use my rage there, mind you.
The doors will always be our biggest enemy. We can fight dragons, and doors will still somehow be more hard.
Oh no! Why is there a spam bot in the chat? Go away.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I just wanted you guys to go to my gambling website.
Get out of here. The heck?
Yeah, that gambling website's great. I lost my housewife and kids.
Well, we can still take more. Go ahead and go back.
Anyhow, I'll come back if I think of what the other thing was.
All right. So for me, my favorite thing that the DM did was go on a 20-minute tirade about old school RuneScape in the middle of the session on accident without realizing. No, but the favorite thing in the game is, of course, having the organization of the tower not be exact. Obviously, it just happened to be the what do you call it? The hands were in the same place, but we already see the gargoyles are not in the same place. And like I said earlier, I really appreciate when the stuff is changed around a little bit. Maybe it's a quest, or maybe it's a NPC, and in this case, it's an entire grouping of NPCs. Also, that it was kind of prefaced because the first set of gargoyles moved, so it gave us plenty of brain juice to say, hey, these ones probably also move. Favorite thing another player did was I kind of like that Khan and Deshu kind of got spooked. They weren't just gung-ho. They saw, hey, these things are fucking moving. We have not had a great track record with that. Let's pull it back a little bit on that. Definitely fleshes them out as characters more so than just like the traditional D&D trope of like, I'll take it on, send it at me, I'll instantly kill it.
Brave.
Yeah, like having a normal sense of self-preservation is amazing. It's absolutely,
Adds
absolutely, yeah. Not only depth, but also just like a layer of realism. I mean, not everyone is born with like balls of steel. You know, some people have to earn it. And, you know, some people, when they do have it, it's situational. It's not always.
Mhm.
So I like that. Favorite thing I did was Mama Bird, watching over my little ones, making sure that they do not get murdered from behind while gallivanting. That, or like you said, I have tried to start using more different spells and try to incorporate them in different ways so it doesn't feel like I'm just a two-trick pony.
Guys, maybe next session, Dermo might even use class features.
Starry form.
so
Starry
okay, so
form.
it was supposed to happen this session, but we didn't have a chance to use it yet. So I did intend that. You can even ask the DM. I did intend it.
He
Like,
PM'd me about something, and it has to do with something that we might not do for a couple sessions.
The turn that Dermo uses both Starry Form and like Guiding Bolt and also the Archer thing, the turn that Dermo actually does the combo that this class is supposed to do, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I just hope you all know.
Just you wait, little man.
Like we're edging the level 2 feature that you got at like session 1.
Well,
So
I have
happen
a
at
I have a
level
lore
6.
reason for it. Yeah, I have a lore reason for it. So don't worry.
Oh,
I will
he
tie
has
it
a
all
lore
in.
reason.
Yeah, I'll tie it all into why I've been weirdly avoiding using any abilities.
DM, weird question.
Yeah.
Con would have seen that he hit with the battering ram and he would have been satisfied to a point. But as this is written, just curious. It's a 3-pound hammer, I'm assuming made of metal.
Okay.
That last line there, it's used for breaking things
Uh-huh.
and driving nails.
Uh-huh.
I got some pitons here, pittons or whatever they're pronounced. I know how they're used. These guys are made of stone. I think Khan's got some wheels turning in his head. He wants to
Yeah.
bring one. He's got some rope too.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking
Some
he goes.
opinions to use.
Thinking he
You know,
goes
if we bring a chisel, we could just start selling marble blocks.
here.
Yeah, we'll just start out by a construction company selling marble blocks by killing the gargoyles and selling.
Just
them.
saying, if that's an outlandish idea, then you just let me know and I'll do it.
That'd be a cool finishing move.
Yeah, I mean, when they get close to cracking, I'd probably stick a piton on in the hole or python or whatever. Is it python? It's python, right?
Opinion.
I don't know.
Pinion? What?
Yeah.
It's P-I.
It's,
you know
yeah,
what?
Pinata.
It's pinion.
All right, pinion.
Why is it spelled with a T?
I know how they're used, but I'd see
I
a
don't
fissure in the back of one of these gargoyles and want to drive a spike in.
Hey,
I know that.
Hey
much.
boys, let me remind you that not every word in English comes from English.
Hmm.
Like
Actually, Google
quinceañera.
Google is telling me it's pronounced piton.
Piton.
Whoa,
I'm
wow.
hearing that too.
None of us were right.
I will also say, let me just really say,
Anywho,
trust Google
you
on
get
pronunciations.
where my imagination's going.
Yeah, don't trust Google on pronunciations because whenever you Google translate German, it comes out sounding like so wrong.
Noted.
Yeah. So
Do we
y'all
get
are
everybody
y'all
up?
are worried about how the druid's gonna be a druid. You should be worrying about how the Barbadin is gonna use every item he found in the wilderness.
We
Yes.
should be worried about our pronunciation of different items in a game. We should really just spend an entire session on that.
DM
Oh,
said,
yeah.
"And your starting gold, since your backstory doesn't involve knowing what currency is." And so we did.
They bought everything.
I think me and Zach sat in call for like 2 hours. And we're like, what would we find in the wilderness? like it was a war zone. So, but it's an old war zone. You can find a lot of shit. We just had to rationalize it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my three things. Favorite thing that another player did was con like sticking by my side extra. Like that's a normal thing, but not quite this close.
Nearly babysit.
Lately, yeah. Favorite thing that the GM did was I really dug. Like I kind of expected it, but I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. The gargoyles at the front turning their heads, which was kind of why I had Daishu stick back. I wanted him to see that, be like, "Well, fuck." Um, I enjoyed that. And then my favorite thing was just hanging back in general, because I think that's the thing that Daishu is going to do right now, is just stay far away from the fight for a little bit here. And those are.
We'll find
those
a
are
way
my-
to get you killed. Don't you worry.
I mean, Daishu knows where to put himself in combat, but Khan will stay close until that happens. You'll see a lot of Khan running off as combat starts.
On bats.
Combat. Oh, I was gonna ask before. In the Discord, I made a channel called In Character RP. You guys can see that, right? Because somebody
Yeah.
asked me to make it before. Okay, just making sure.
Good channel for when we do find moments for it.
Just making sure. Okay.
We know what it is, and people who talk in there are doing it in character, right? That's the idea.
Say that again.
I mean, the idea is we're like talking within our characters, ideas that our characters have in the
Sure.
art. Yeah, that's the concept.
That'd be cool for like downtime
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
chat.
Or like
Anyhow,
maybe stuff we talked about during travel when we just did an RP ourselves. I know we RP a lot, but
yeah, we could do whatever.
It'll definitely be good for this session because we ended in the middle of combat, so we're just chit chatting while we're like standing ready to
I
fight.
mean, we quite literally could RP some enemy combat. The thing.
Slap him in his face.
Just be like, Gargoyle says, you suck.
Oh, hey, watch the language. This is a PG stream here.
Well, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking chill out, dude.
Is that everybody? I would like to
Yeah.
Yeah.
go. All
Thank
right.
you, Jim. That was fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
I'll see you guys later.
when are we playing next?
Tomorrow.
I think.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh my god.
All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye.
Later.